Soldiers screaming ears hurt, all focused on ending the pale weirdo. Nox von Reinhor is trying way too hard to play hero. Started with the usual random plot twist. Humans, zombies, basically everyone, ganging up on one guy. Squad goals. Absolutely wrecked this nasty dude. Kid still remembers what his ex-BFF told him. Didn't totally get it, but basically, don't let him bail. One thing lived rent-free in his head though. Brew literally cried while saying that creepy stuff. He went solo, totally ignoring how many haters there were. Just straight up smacked the first beast he saw. Mob delete. He flopped down and scooched over. Ex-besties locked eyes. Getting way too close now. He asked his homie why he switched sides. Why Nox deal with the devil and ghosts? The squad? Dude smirked and said that sounded super familiar. But honestly, why bother yapping? At this point, Kid was like, maybe meaningless to you, but not me. Why'd he dip on him? Nox said if he wants the tea, he's gotta end him. They knew this was the only vibe check left. Kid replied, bet, if that's what you want, geared up. Zombie Knights got his back. Nox pointed his sword, ready to block. Zombies were hyped and followed the lead. Kid used his hacks to boss the zombies around. Nox swung wild, wrecking anyone in his bubble. Nox realized his rival leveled up big time. Long-haired dude swung his creepy orb, ready to hit. Blocked it. Now they're awkwardly Kid said if he has to wreck his rival and listen to zombies. Then, whatever. Why'd Nox ghost them and leave such trauma? Why hide? This 1v1 was gonna take forever. He said Nox is obsessed with being a loner. But in a duel, someone's gotta drop. 3 meters out, that sharp blade casts a shadow on his hair. Super dark vibes. Scariest shadow ever. The chopper was ready. Dude looked toasted. Crowd was totally lost. What did His Majesty do to get roasted like this? Guy in the VIP box watched the drama go down. Kids didn't get why they had to shut up for the rich. Whole map was basically at war. Normies just had to stay hush and low-key. War era. Total buzz. Bloodshed popping off everywhere east. The drama wouldn't quit. Marva fam got wrecked. Last victims in this glitchy mess. Desperate times. Crazy plays. Chads did whatever. Noobs had to steal to survive. Unlike the bosses, the weak risked it all daily. Just dancing with the Grim Reaper and his scythe, waiting for the sweet release of Game Over. That was the horror show back then. Count Allen, head of the rival Sylvester squad and Marva's biggest hater, said he was ready for the show. Crowd went silent. Final countdown started. Stage set for the big delete. Executioner stood there, like he was lagging. Count was like, yo, start the stream already. Kid aims the blade at the rope. Tension. High. Count yells, stop buffering, and cut it. Blade up steering contest with the rope. Girls covered their eyes. To cringe, to watch. Count stood up. Finally, some content. Snap. Rope cut. The dark truth dropped. Sounded just like chopping meat. Gross. Red drops hit the white tarp, tracing the kid's face. The smell of rust made it real. Fate is such a toxic troll, honestly. This trauma is gonna live rent-free in his head. He deleted Run Von Mark. Dad's offline. That's literally how it went down. Leon, the son, was the one who dropped a banhammer on his own pops. Major daddy issues. These aren't random NPCs, by the way. Pillars of the server. The crowns are heavy, so the admin privileges should only go to those who can handle the grind. New boss Leon sat with the fam. Super awkward. Someone said Sylvester's guild is getting too big. They're gonna raid our base. Any day now. Buff the walls. One guy raged. Make a move. Leader, cried another. Be smart. My guy, said a third. Leon stood up from the table. Chill silence in the chat. I need a sec to process the data. Fam was like, we can't lag on this. Kid left, thinking, we are absolutely cooked. After Dad's sudden exit, young Leon got stuck as the new boss. Kid was only 14. The Marvis clan used to be legendary. Now they were just irrelevant. Leon stared at his parents' stiff paintings. Like, what would they do right now? He knew he wasn't getting an answer. Ghosts don't chat, so no wisdom dropping from the afterlife. Still, Leon was totally lost. He just wanted his fam to stop being such flops. He checked the pic above the door. The OG founder, the only necromancer back in the day. Everyone knows they got clout, 'cause Grandpa slayed on the battlefield. But after him, nobody else had the magic touch. Just a slow slide into the trash bin. It even wrecked his dad. Leon walked into the study, where they kept the boring family history. Grandpa Balin was basically the GOAT. One hand wave, and he'd delete enemies, like a storm. He'd spawn zombies to march nonstop. Took over the West in just a few months. Rumor was, he DM'd a demon for cheats. Yeah, the creepy Necronomicon secrets gave him admin rights over death itself. Leon spotted that exact creepy book on the desk. Rare loot passed down from the start. The manual that made the Marvis crew the only real players on the server. He opened it and heard a dude speak. Voice said, listen up. Leon jumped. What the heck? telepathic DIM is in the office, even with magic blocked. He asked, who's there? Voice goes, chill kid, I'm cool with your fam. Leon asked for receipts. Boom, magic circles popped up. Behind him, felt weird vibes instantly. Next second, teleported to nowhere. Giant beast appeared. Leon faked bravery. He's like, where are we? Beast was shook. Your dad didn't say. You mean run? Leon checked. Lion nodded. Yeah, Rune. Feels like you went offline though. He swore. Dark Lord's kindness is a pain. Dude, seen the end coming. Beast asked, who's to blame? Leon stepped up. Me. My own flesh and blood. Kitty got mad, huffing like a train in his face. Lion growled. Did you really waste my contractor? Leon didn't blink. Yeah, I took out my old man. Beast wasn't buying it. You're hiding something. Maybe you cut the cord, but you aren't the killer. Leon shrugged, admitting that was true, and the fluffball knew it. Lion sensed despair, so deep, it was off the charts. He felt a dark vibe inside, a total abyss lurking. What trauma did this kid survive? How's a pint-sized kid packing that much magic? Beast eyed him. Seeing the emo baggage, he hauled. For a rookie, it was kinda mine. Kid could beat Grandpa. Beast dropped his name. He's Marvez, one of the 72 hell demons. Ditched the demon world to chill with humans. Velen's BFF, and the ultimate cheat sheet. For the family's creepy necromancy skills, Leon was like, I've heard the stories. Said you taught Grandpa the dark arts. Back in the day, Marvis nodded. Yep, that was me. Stuck in a book now, but I used to be scary. Leon said. Grandpa raved about the Black Lion, said Magic's in our DNA. The teen asked why Marvis ghosted them eventually. Lev blinked. Who told you that garbage? Kid said no one since Velan had any real talent. Figured you just dumped us cause we sucked. Lev had to set the record straight. You guys were too squishy to handle the power. None of you could hold a candle to Velen's insane skills. That's why you flopped. Leon just nodded along. Lev saw the kid gave up way too fast. Leon shrugged. Losers lose. Just how it goes. Lev asked, so you just let your dad die too? Leon von Marv shot back. Does it even matter now? His dad's death wasn't anything special, but before Lev bailed, he asked for a favor. You'll prob say no. Favors are for suckers who get nothing back. With demons, we make deals. Strictly business. Leon was like, so this gig is about the necromagic, right? Marvis could do it. Why do you want the juice? Kid, what makes you think you're worthy of this loot? Lev eyed him, wondering if the noob could handle the upgrade. Leon nodded. Look, if I was total trash, a boss, demon like you wouldn't even be texting me back. Normies fry their brains, just saying hi to your kind. Demon gets bored, human goes splat. Game over. Leon grinned, but I'm still breathing, so, ... I've got the vibes. Lev smirked. This kid wasn't an NPC. He had brains. Just remember, Marvis warned. Demons don't do charity. Noted. Leon shot back. I ain't dumb enough to think I've got cash to trade. Lev howled with laughter. Love the honesty. All right, Necroprince, let's make this deal happen. Leon asked. So, what's the damage? What do I owe ya? The beast got serious. I want everything. Your whole soul. Leon just shrugged. Cool. Glad my messy life is worth the price tag. Meanwhile, the fam crashed the dining hall for drama. The speaker cleared his throat. So, as you guys know, our current leader is running on 1% battery. Barely enough juice to tie his shoes, let alone rule. So, the uncle started, as his fave relative. I'm taking the wheel to stop us from crashing and burning. I'll let you all spill the tea on this plan. One guy goes, better than letting a brat run the show. Can't trust our fate to a kid who's still buffering. Sir Cursell is the only MVP for the job. Another dude snapped, but Leon is the legit heir. We have never let a random side character steal the throne. Who cares? Another yell. We're gonna get wrecked. The Sylvester clan is at the gates, ready to pee. The uncle sighed. I get why you're stressing, but get real. Picking the noob equals total party wipe. I choose life. Mustache guy lost it. Do you hear yourself right now? The old boss gave you these seats. We fight. Don't act like scavengers fighting over loot, even if the kid is still leveling up. He won't just stand there while you steal his stuff. Kirsch laughed. Bold take. Kinda funny, but firm. Guess Leon's got one diehard fan left. Mustache man blinked. What's that mean, Sir Kirsch? Superfans like you, Kirsch smirked, are too blind to see when things are total trash. So listen up, Paul. Here's some free wisdom. Think we're all here, 'cause I care what you think. As if. Pollen gasped. Wait, was this whole gig rigged? Use your brain, man. Kirsch sighed. Save your fam, if not your own skin. We're here to pick the lesser of two evils, he said. For the house, right? If you want to survive, just let logic drive the bus. Pollen realized he was played. Then Lev spoke up. Cool plan, but one glitch. New deal means my powers get nerfed. Rune was a softie and totally clueless. but that guy had way more mana juice than you do. Leon recalled the rules. Demons drink human magic to recharge batteries. Leon asked, so, what's the cost? There's a trick, the lion said, saving your mana for now. Snap. A ball of glowing energy popped up in midair. Poof! The lion shrank into a tiny Holding my big form is kinda tough right now, he squeaked. Uba, Leon grinned. You look totally adoptable. Call me cute again, the demon growled, and I'll rearrange your face. Leon nodded. Quickly. Got it. No loud and clear. We cool, the fluffball asked. Then let's roll. Where we headed? Leon asked. You want that OG ancestor power, or not? Duh. Then walk where they walked, Lef said. Literally. Leo shrugged. Makes sense. To the secret shrine we go, Lev announced. It's risky though. You down for whatever? Leon scoffed. Why are you even doubting me? Try to keep up then? The demon smirked. So the fluffball and the boy hit the forest trail. The spooky Marvis family would. Outsiders get trapped in this maze forever, the demon warned. The kid remembered his dad's rule. Only the boss enters. Lev added that none of his ancestors actually beat this level. They didn't have the specs. Only top-tier edgelords with pure dark vibes can pass this checkpoint. So far, literally 0 people have cleared level 1 and beaten this fog. Leon admitted the fog was thick as pea soup. The fluffball signaled. Game start. He hit the stairs. Watch your step, kid, the beast warned. No hand-holding now. It's solo mode only. Marv dropped one final pro tip. Stick to the Necronomicon's manual. That book is your cheat code to unlocking necro powers. Suddenly, green creeps spawned ahead. They had a girl tied up, classic damsel in distress. Leon cracked open the It had the hacks for maxing out the relic stats. Step 1. Zombie raising. Leon unsheathed his blade. The aggro monster lunged to own him. Leon thrust his sword forward. Crit hit. The beast bled out and dropped. Super fast. First, kill secure, Leo noted. Q. Flashback to Dad's lectures. What's the Marvis fam vibe? Dad asked. Simple answer. We hype up death. Since we boss the undead, we gotta respect the Reaper. Baby Leon was like, how is death respectful? He thought Necros just had to delete people. Don't dark mages just want OP stats? The kid asked. Dad smirked. You did your history homework. Yeah, we're scary dark wizards, but we don't gotta be total jerks about it. Promise me one thing, kiddo. If you gotta kill M, make it quick and painless. Leon wondered, does that apply to every mob? Bloodthirsty mobs everywhere. Leon was surrounded with 0 backup. He knew he had to snipe the neckbone perfectly. Only way to drop him safely. The furball thought the kid looked, totally noobish, yet he was hitting crazy pure RNG luck or actual talent. Leon dropped one. Definitely a lucky shot. Goblins are a grind. The whole room is a bad play. Hard to gauge size in this gloom. Plus, his vision was fading fast. He realized a torch died when the goblin did. Better get used to the dark, Leon realized spamming attacks blindly through the crowd was a no-go. He needed to move with surgical precision. Plan activated. He started dropping monsters like flies, one by one. His eyes adjusted to the gloom, giving him that sweet HD night vision. But yikes, his blade looked totally trashed from those goblin claws. Can't expect much durability from a fancy ceremonial toy. Some goblin got up in his grill and took a wild swing. Leon was way quicker and clapped back instantly. The fuzzball thought, wait, did he just yeet his sword? Leon juked, grabbed his steel, and went full beast mode again. Next second, that goblin was basically a shish kebab. Leon left the carcass and casually strolled off. Like a boss, he walked over to check on the hostage situation. The girl was still chilling, exactly where he found her. She gave him puppy eyes. He cut the ropes. She said, thanks. Then, out of nowhere, Leon just silently ran his sword right through her gut. He recalled some solid advice his dad dropped back in the day about creepy mimics hiding in human skin he'd seen on his travels. And yep, her eyes were glowing like a total demon. Leon mentioned his pops taught him one other huge lesson. Liars playing with trust don't get the easy way out. They gotta feel the same panic and doom they gave their victims. So, he figured this monster girl, needed a crash course in serious pain. Cursol was slacking off, partying with girls at the club. One girl was totally hyping him up, saying, who'd want a clueless kid leading when they could have a pro like you? Another chick chimed in, acting all mine, using the Sylvester. Never saw that coming, Mr. Kirk. Teaming with enemies to win. That's such a power move. Kirk brushed off the praise, admitting they'd bow to Sylvester for a bit. But hey, way better than taking orders from Leon, who's definitely gonna drive the family into the ground. Better if a real man takes the wheel. History loves winners. Kersel grinned. Someone asked about the kid. Since the staff loved his dad, canceling the boy might be trickier than Kersl assumed. Keep it simple, Kersel said. Leon's pretty tied up right now. We just gotta announce his tragic little accident. Dead guys don't talk. The relatives nodded like Bob. Last time a corpse spoke was, what? ... Double quotes, ... over 100 years ago. With that necromancer founder guy, he raised a glass to the new big boss Circer. The Marvis crew kept partying like they'd already won. The Sylvester crew was totally vibing at their boss's crib. Big Boss hinted their scheme to wreck the Marvis fam was breezy. Junior claimed it was all going exactly by his playbook. That sneaky snake Kerschel von Marvis had already played his part, so they just needed the palace's green light for war. The chief laughed that they'd be total idiots to think he'd skip round 2 just 'cause the first brawl barely wrapped up. Actually, that makes things way easier, 'cause kissed up saying only Sylvester's big brain made it work. Boss eyed the traitor's mugshot. What's this dude's name again? Kerschel. Crazy how Marvis's ancient rep dies 'cause of one dumb sellout. Sylvester grinned. Tonight's gonna be epic. Keep it on schedule. Dad's done. Now for the kiddo, he was dying to hear some salty crying. Leon figured once that last flame died, he'd be blind. The kid walked up to the thing he just wrecked. Last one. Leon scanned the wall torches. The demon lord went, no freaking way. Never met a contractor this psycho before. The fuzzy beast got hyped and tackled the dude flat. Marvis noted the disguise was flawless, looked totally human. Yet Leon slashed it without even blinking. Leon muttered he'd rather dodge the whole orc squad next time. Word is, they hate humans the most. Demon Lord scoffed. Don't sweat the small stuff. He wondered how the kid knew that last creep was with them. The kid shrugged. Easy peasy. The torches, one stayed lit, while the others fizzled. The SEC, they walked in, he spotted. The fire was a weirdly different shade. Green flames. Yeah, that screamed a suit. Leon added, he saw spooky dead shadows in the blaze. Proof. Kill a mob. Zap goes a torch. He realized all goblins were toast, but a light stayed on. Meant one last baddie was camping somewhere. So, he walked right up to the chick. While that thing lived, he was stuck there. Demon Lord stared, spooked by the kid's chill vibe. Didn't expect a 14-year-old to be this sharp in hell? Hard to think straight when you're about to die? And acting without freezing? Tough. But the kid had the guts to impale that girl instantly. Leon nailed it, wiping the whole squad solo. Dude's got way more going on than just a big mana tank. Maybe he's packing some serious secret sauce deep down. Big Bad Boss found that super spicy. Fuzzball said since he aced Test 1, Round 2 is a go. He unalived him, so now he's got to reboot the corpses. Our boy was totally stressing out here. How to Demon Lord said, peep the gobs, you wrecked. Time to push mana to his peepers and go. Kid did exactly as told. Boss said he'd spot spooky strings going from body to void. Fluffbutt called it the death line and Kid figured it was a highway straight past the afterlife. Like Wi-Fi cables linking this world to the spooky side. Dima Bro explained how Necro snatched the hanging ghosts from their shells to drag 'em back to reality. Spice M with mana and Boom Zombie mode. Big D said he'd show how the magic happens. Kid watched a gob pop up and shuffle his way. Marva called it basically putting a tag on M. Other ways make zombies, but only this works on beasts. Leon peeked at the creep, totally getting it now. Crystal clear demo. Marva gave the green light to try. It's solo. Leon paused. Had a brain itch he needed to scratch first. Old guy said zombifying humans is way tougher than mobs. Kid asked if the demon dude really thought he'd ever be that up. Marv noticed he sounded like he needed that skill. Ace. Kid nodded. Boss asked who the unlucky sucker was. Leon got grim. Kerschel von Marves, his only uncle. Meanwhile, old Kerschel was rotting away, partying with shady ladies. Kerschel dissed the old chief, bragging life's lit now that he's gone. He figured this was just a vibe for a lucky winner like him. His buddy nodded hard. Just got off the last air now. Then Sir Kerschel's stress levels would drop to 0. Kerschel claimed crushing the brat would be a cakewalk. Time to chug. Kerschel raised a glass. He thought this epic win deserved a major party. Suddenly, the room quaked and weird noises hit. WTH Kerschel frick this. Joint had magic shields. Something way buffier than wind. Just rocked the place. Kirk shushed the girl's heart. Kerschel yelled there was a crasher. He claimed nobody had the guts to take him out on his own turf. Leon popped up. Yo, where's that confidence coming from? Pops. The dude looked dead serious. Kirk sneered. Look who showed up. The family outcast? He waved, and his goons stepped up behind him. Leon smirked. AW, thanks for finally noticing me. Kerschel scowled, dropping by unannounced. Rude much, you got business here or what? Leon rolled his eye. Weird question, dude. Since when does the boss need a pass to visit a fake minion? I don't do RS. Kerschel laughed. Real lords don't, but you ain't one, kid. Scared you're losing the top spot. Too late for that drama now. Daddy ain't coming to save you. Leon shrugged. I handle my own mess now. So smart guy came here solo. Brilliant. Dumb move. Got an extra life in your pocket. Leon grinned. Bold of you to assume I'm solo. Kirk blinked. Say what? It's literally just you. Then, the vibe shifted. Not just magic. The creepy, dark stuff. He knew it. He felt a power way out of his league. No way. Did the kid actually summon zombies? Boom. Goblins everywhere. You guessed it, Unc. Panic mode. He asked the real question. How? Even your dad couldn't pull this off. Upset. The family magic is back. Baby. Cool, yelled guards. Smash these things. They rushed in, but the gobs were tough. The monsters fought back hard. And started winning. The guards were shook. Why so buff? Kershaw looked genuinely freaked out. This was way past normal weirdness. The kid was actually a necromancer pro. Time to step up. He prepped his special move. A nasty ball of dark energy swirled in his hand. What kind of cheap knockoff magic is this? Leon laughed. Is it? We're for the boss to use boss magic. Total BS. That art is ancient history. Gone. Even the last guy couldn't do it. You expect me to believe a reject like you is special? No way. Time for this joke. Leon decided his uncle was being way too stubborn, so he had to show him the receipts. Big mistake on the uncle's part though. Leon von Marvis flicked a hand, and his zombie squad started shuffling forward. Kershaw screamed, I'll wreck you all, and yeeted a dark energy ball at them. Boom! A massive shockwave sent the monsters flying like When the dust settled, the zombies looked a bit banged up, but guess what? They were still on their feet. Totally proved these guys were the real undead deal. Kershaw panicked, yelling for guards to get the creeps away from him. He kept spamming dark magic balls, like a desperate gamer. Explosions everywhere, but the monsters just wouldn't drop. Hate to say it, but the old guy's magic skills were basic tier at best. Kershaw hissed, You're gonna regret this betrayal, kid. That snake actually thought he'd get off easy. Yeah, right. A goblin rushed in and stuck a blade in Kershaw's chest. Splat. Losing HP fast. Kershaw glared at the young man. How dare you fight your own blood? He gasped. No forgiveness for you. Leon was like, reminds me of a history book I read with Dad. There are winners and losers. Time always separates the two pretty clearly. Kershaw was furious. Are you seriously lecturing me right now? Leon shrugged. Even a cold guy like me had to learn what that meant. And I think I finally get it. Forgiveness is a perk, only the winner gets to give. You used to be the winner, didn't you, Uncle? Back when you, double quotes, BACKSTA, BBED, Dad to save yourself. Well, times change. Shut up, Kershaw yelled. Don't say another word. I won't wish you a safe trip. Honestly, I hope it hurts the whole way down. The guy promised to enjoy every second of crushing his uncle. Consider your tomorrow canceled. The monsters swarmed Kershaw instantly. I'm executing you for the clan. Zero forgiveness here. The demon, Lord Marva laughed. This kid is totally twisted, just like I expected. Kershaw was absolutely wrecked. The beast was shook. How'd a newbie necromancer get this good on run 1? He commands him like he's been grinding for 10 years. Leon told the demon lord. Hey, I just had a funny idea. The Marvis fam was waiting at the conference table. Why the Ruswan asked? Why'd Kershaw summon us again? Those present were guessing. Even the bald cousin knew this was serious drama. Something definitely went down. Maybe House Sylvesto launched a surprise attack. That's a huge nope. Seeing as their own fam is a total dumpster fire. The relatives were like, no way House Sylvester has the guts, to go and trash the truce between the big shot families. Plus, restarting the war needs a thumbs up from the king. Either way, sitting tight is the only move right now. Sir Kershaw will fix it, wait. Leon just crashed the party. Kid walked straight to the boss seat without saying a word. Everyone freaked out, like seriously, what is the deal? Didn't Sir Kershaw set up this little get-together? So why is the boy here? Finally fighting Unc for the crown. Leon asks if they were vibing to see his uncle instead. Sad news, folks, Kershaw is totally ghosting this meeting. Can't make it. Leon sits and drops the bomb. He's dead. The whole room went absolutely bonkers with shock. What on earth happened to Sir Kershaw? I took him out, Leon says, staring them down. That answer it? Got any other brainbusters for me? One relative loses it, demanding the full tea right now. How could this kid even justify icing the clan elder right after the funeral? Even if he's the boss, he's still gotta answer to the squad. Leon drops the mic. Kershaw was a straight-up traitor. Everyone stared at the kid, literally shaking in their boots. Leon claims the snake leaked heavy intel to House Sylvester. He also planned to snatch my spot. So, he got exactly what was coming to him. Leon admits one thing is kind of fuzzy to him though. Why is everyone simping for a traitor who clearly deserved it? That relative figured the dot. Invite came from Corsail. So where's the guy hiding? Pretty obvious proof that he really did get smoked. Baldy was shook. Beat by a literal child. No way. But hey, no time to cry over spilled milk. Now, if the kid soloed him without help, he's actually cracked. The dude leaped from histure, faking shock. Kershal did what? No. Another guy swears they had zero part in the drama. How could they know Kershal was being so shady? Leon told the whole room to zip it. Maybe true, he says, but you're still on the hook. Specifically for sleeping while a plot brewed right here. The relative realized this kid totally played them. Bald guy asks if there's legit receipts of the guilt. Was Kershal actually a back? No receipts means the air whacked an innocent dude. Leon smirked. Well, my genius pal predicted this exact freakout. The fam was all, who's the smarty pants? Poof. A fluffy demon lord spawned on Leon's shoulder. Cute but deadly. Want receipts? Leon grinned. Time to air uncle's dirty laundry. Since I'm the main character and legit heir of Team Marvis, I summoned the boom, armed zombie squad. The room went cold. Yep, that is definitely neck. But wait, how's the kid pulling off high-level dark magic? Gasp. Another zombie pops up. It's Uncle Kirk. The relatives gulp. Did he unlock the clan's band skill tree? Leon opened his group. Spill the tea, Unc, before you go full zombie. One relative, STUTTERED et chow. Leon sighed. New question. This gets old. We're literally a family of necromancers. Why the shock face? Dude panicked and screeched. Run for it. Spoiler alert. Nobody made it to the exit. Splat dude's head just popped like a balloon. The survivor dropped down, begging PLZ. Don't kill me. Trembling. He looked up at the savage team. Leon glared. Sit down. Meeting's not adjourned yet. You listen until the boss that's me is done talking. Zombie uncle roared, proving his humanity was totally deleted. Leon asked again, chill but scary. Anyone here not know about his shady drama? Kershal rasped. All these traitors turned on the old boss. Every single one. You all knew the dirt. Floor guy kept sobbing. Mercy, Lord Leon, spare me. The others joined the pity party, swearing they'd change. Baldy cried, let me prove I'm loyal. Boss, one chance. Too late. A monster was already breathing down each of their necks. While the beasts handled business, Leon kept chanting. As clan head, I'm making it official. Necromancy is back, baby. Leon scanned the room. Snake's dead. Now, where the heck is Sir Pollen? Just then, someone peeked around the corner. A shaking assistant said Palan's in jail for rebellion. Leon snapped, lead the way. Then he paused. You can bolt if you want. Dude, but I can't promise you won't get wrecked. The servants froze. Zero chance they were running. Smart choice. Meanwhile, Sylvester got a message. Sylvester read it. Great. Even the Empire ghosted us. His sidekick sighed. Besides, our ancestors' hype. This family is actually totally lame. Our money and manpower, absolute jokes. Syl noticed they were low on cash and resources. Whatever. Sticking to the OG plan. He bragged they'd totally wreck House Marvis next month. Domination time. A fancy pantsois was brewing. Syl grilled his aide. The dude was like, bro, I am 100% sure. Syl smirked. So they're toast? No cheat codes left. Unless some up Nick, House Marvis after 100 lame years, or Velen Zombie walks back. If not, they're gonna lose hard. Zero chance. GG, we win? Syl laughed. Meanwhile, in the dungeon, old man Poulin hit the floor, begging the young boss for mercy. Leonu Polland was a real one, the only loyal homie who hated the kid. Have to squat up with him. Leo said, yo, stand up. We got mad work to do. The boss added, need your skills. Poulin blinked me hell. You serious? Leo was like, first off, hit the showers. Scrub up, then slide by my office to chat. They'd talk biz there. Pollen swore he'd stand the young lord forever. The demon boss asked, what's the play now? Kid? His call. Poulin showed up, shaking about making risky moves. Fake being Kirkle at the Syl meeting. No way. Poulin said you'd need Oscar Lavelle acting to pull that off convincingly. Leo read a spell and smirked. This work? Boom. Monster appears. Morphs into Poulin's jaw dropped. How was the boss so chilled about this insanity? He literally zombified his own uncle. He heard the gossip, but seeing it was wild. Turns out the boss really isn't it. True story. Pollen reminisced about the fam's glory days. They ruled. Why's the universe been trolling them for so long? Pool figured zombie Cursel might trick Syl crew for a bit, but they'd spot the fake eventually. Zombies can't mimic style, writing, or vibes for real. Leo said, yeah, true. If it was just Kirkle's dusty old corpse, but this is a doppelganger I got lucky finding. This beast copies, vibes, memories. Pool was shook but hyped. Okay, we got this then. Leo flashed back to Stabbing that basement girl who turned out to be a monster? That was the shape. Leo had asked. What is it? Dima said doppelganger. Duh. Fluffy broke it down. Total copycat, mind skills, and all. This sneaky mimic freak loves trolling stragglers who lag behind. It deletes the OG, then snacks on the squad. Leon was already scheming on how to exploit this beast for his own gain. He flexed his necro skills and revived the girl. Demon Boss thought gifting a minion was sweet. Leo asked Fluffy if the copycat was chill. Lord Fuzzball gave the thumbs up, but warned, it only copies peeps you've met. And no op wizards. Too much mana to clone. The big boss checked if the kid got it. Still, a total noob. Even if Leo bagged his uncle's ghost, keeping it loyal is a grind. Or poof, the soul goes bye-bye. Fuzz said to ditch home unless he had a plan. But Leo was like, nah, fam comes first. Always. He knew bailing meant his staff gets wrecked by Sylvester. Buzz asked, you'd risk it all for them? Duh. Fluffy was confused. Just for some family drama vibe? Why though? Anyway, bigger fish to fry now. Stuff that can't wait. So Bo said, go zombify that jerk. He's useful, Leo asked. You know him? Fluff said, yeah, one of Ellen's toys. Super handy, but kinda annoying personality. Leo commanded, yo soul, obey the air. Get back here to the living world. A weirdo appeared. Marvis yelled, wake up. Crow, quit slacking off already. First gig in ages. Look normal. Dude, Crow hissed, something dumb and half morphed. He dissed Boss. Too arrogant for a cat. Boss raged and threatened to delete him. Crow went human. Joke's on you. I'm dead. Can't kill me twice. Leo and Crow stared. Totally vibing, like twins. Poulin, if we mimic Kursao, right? We can totally prank Sylvester. Poulin, thought that trick was sick. I gotta see this. Leo smirked. Music to my ears. Sir P? Poulin was like, one last thing though, ... It was bugging him, so he just had to ask. It was obvious Sylvestius would ask to raid Marva's turf again. But he had a hunch. Leon meant to stay put, danger or not. Even if booking it meant he'd actually survive. Leon recalled what the Demon Lord said, telling him to bail only if he had a solid escape plan. Leon said it was his job as boss to guard the crib from invaders. Poulin was like, I'm in, but ask why the gutsy move? Leon admitted he'd actually spent ages trying to figure out how to fix this mess. He didn't have some secret evil scheme or anything. He just wanted to be a leader who didn't suck. Mostly, he needed to figure out what worthy even meant. He added that he was still totally clueless. So, he decided to stall until he figured it out, which meant stopping anyone from stealing their stuff. Leon figured if he didn't screw up like his dad and kept defending his turf, he'd learn what he was fighting for. That was basically all his brain had right now. Crow scoffed. Wow, this house really hit rock bottom, huh? Kid's busy, but the Demon Lord says he's my boss now. Rude of him to diss the contract like that. Leon noted Marvez wasn't big on manners either. The demon shrugged, saying the kid was socially awkward. Leon agreed, asking how Marvez knew. He sensed it. Turns out, Crow used to be Villain's pet. Basically, Leon inherited the bird. The demon explained Crow was Villain's loyal hit. Leon said he got the picture. Shapeshifting seemed pretty handy for an assassin. Crow bragged he was useful. Unlike that ego-tripping cat, Marvez snapped. He wasn't a cat and could banish Crow for the sass. While they were about to throw hands, Leon said Crow's skills were just what he needed. He asked if Crow could play his dead uncle. Crow said easy peasy. He was ready for the deets. Marvez warned that Crow didn't get jokes, so he had to be straight with him. A knock came. Poulin said a letter from the Sylvesters arrived. He rushed to bring it in. For ages, House Marvis has slacked on its duties. Shame on you for chilling while your people suffer. Count Alan of Sylvester just dropped a challenge, inviting House Marves to a noble brawl. If the Marvis crew waves the white flag, Aesop, we won't go, total aggro. And your peeps, stay safe. But if you ghost us, our squad will pull it up in a month and wreck literally everything. Signed, sealed, and delivered by Count Alan, with the big Emperor's blessing. Leon von Marves groaned. Ugh, we gotta wait a whole month. Seriously, does that sudden vibe check scare you? The Demon Lord teased. Clock's ticking. Kid, he added, run and grind XP. Nah, Leon smirked. I mean the exact opposite. I dunno if I can survive 30 days of waiting. So boring. The Demon Lord stared at his unhinged. Parta dude, their army has like hundreds of mobs. Way harder boss fight than your crusty uncle. Fluffy tilted his head. You still gonna 1v1 the Sylvester? Leon waved it off. Relax, we're totally gonna crush it. No holding back this time. I can wipe him out, guilt-free. Gossip blew up that Sir Carco vanished overnight. Poof! Major bad vibes, especially since the old boss just kicked the bucket. Everyone crossed their fingers that the young lord was okay. Townsfolk didn't expect a raid yet, but boy, were they wrong. Poulin hushed him. Zip it. Loose lips sink ships. Guys, tailing Poulin through the square. Was the young Marva's boss, Fluffball, chilling on his shoulder? Locals spotted him and bowed low. "My lord, we were just swapping tea from the rumor mill," they cried. They threw out apologies for his family drama. "Losing an uncle right now. Big oof. Super sad." "The pain," Leon smirked. "Actually, uncle's totally alive. Just caught a nasty bug. He'll bounce back soon." He figured faking the uncle's survival was a solid struck. Leon's logic? If you've got to troll your enemies, you gotta troll your allies first. Leon whispered. "Make sure the leftover minions keep their mouths shut." "Yo, ba, why'd we come downtown?" Poulin asked. "Appreciate the concern," Leon said, "but I gotta peep something. My radar is picking up a crazy magic spike in that building over there." "Wait here," Leon ordered, "and seal the door behind me. Tight, don't let a single soul in or out. 0 zip." Inside was a total disaster zone. Trash and busted chairs everywhere. Some dudes were cleaning up. Leon spotted a guy with animal ears. "Is that him?" "Oh, yeah." The demon lord nodded. "That's our guy." The weirdo was scrubbing red stains off the floor like a janitor. Marvis figured tossing such epic talent was a total waste. He said his crew was blind as bats, so zero help there. Leon von Marvis rolled up to the guy and asked for a sec. The dude bowed, apologizing to the lord. Some rowdy guests were wrecking the vibe at their spot. They'd be super chill if the lord swung by later instead. The lady kicked him, yelling at Walter to watch his mouth. She said, "Sorry he had to deal with the gross beast dude. Total accident." Apparently, she called him a dumb mutt for not knowing who the VIP was. She added, they were standing before the youngest big shot of the Marva family. Walter was like, "My bad, I'm new, didn't know the guy." Leon repeated he just wanted a quick minute of his time. The lady said it'd be an honor and she was totally free. Leon snapped back that he wasn't talking to her. He needed the guy. Walter was obviously shook. Walter had zero clue why young Marvis wanted him. Leon used his cool powers and zapped Walter's wounds healed. Leon asked one last time for a sec of the guy's attention. The lady jumped in again. "That beast dude is my slave. He can't just choose what to do with his time. Anything the young master needed had to go through her." Leon figured the boss wasn't there when he grabbed Uncle Soul. Guess she's clueless since he ditched the witnesses. Leon said in that case, he had a couple of questions. First off, since when was slavery okay in the duchy? Second, it's been ages since the last boss kicked it. Why do folks still treat him like total garbage? Leon asked if she seriously ignored him as the rightful ruler. The demon lord said his contractor nailed it. He looks young, but disrespecting a demon-packed guy is dumb. Leon mentioned he wasn't just interested in the beast guy. If she had other slaves, they had to be freed right now. She got 10 minutes, and zero mercy to expect. Then the woman asked if he was ready for the fallout. She snarked that she totally forgot her manners again. Leon said he'd let it slide if she owned up to it. He definitely heard worse. Walter asked why in the mercy. Since he was just a slave, the mistress yelled for help. Guys grabbed random weapons. The armed dudes jumped. The young guy, Leon opened his book, cast a spell, and mana poured out. Right then, undead monsters popped up in the room. They instantly fought back against the mistress's goons. The goons totally lost it. Screaming like babies, they scrambled for a hiding spot. Leon nudged the goblin. "Let me borrow that sticker. Mine's kinda trash." Leon dove straight into the mess and went full slice and dice mode. Boom, bad guys down. The boss lady gaped. "Where's this kid getting the juice?" Leon spun to Walter and was like, "Stop thinking you're basic trash. You're totally not. From now on, I literally can't do this without you." Wolfboy looked blank. "Use him? For a fancy lord?" Walter figured he was just some random drifter roaming the map with zero purpose. Flashback time. Kids bullying him, calling him furry scum. He never got why human kids were such toxic trolls who loved his pain. Back then, he was a clueless noob, but now, he totally gets the game. He'd ask folks, "Can you just not?" No legit reason to roast him. Just ... species stuff. Walter just couldn't wrap his head around the drama. That one thing made him everyone's favorite punching bag. Then it clicked. He'd been way too gullible before. Once, he raged out and went a little to aggro on defense. Decided if they want a monster, he'd be the monster. So he bailed on society. Boss lady asked, "What's the deal?" "Think your little emo phase makes Kershal quit." She sneered that a useless Nippo baby couldn't stop anyone. Leon smirked. "Wow, you're actually spot on." But he wasn't planning on staying a useless, rich kid who ghosts when things get unfair. "I'm gonna be a boss worthy of the Marva's name. And my turf, no room for toxic people like you." He signaled the zombie squad again. "Let's go." She was toast. Hero looked at Walter. Walter thought, psycho killer. But weirdly, he wasn't even vibrating with fear. "Why?" Leon was like, "Wanna team up? Your stats are good." Walter blinked. "Dude, I'm part demon wolf. Literally the bottom of the social ladder. Hated by everyone." He figured he was destined to be bullied forever. being treated like a feral mutt. Dunlayan said, never again. Our hero admitted he didn't know jack about the wolf drama or the shady politics. But if haters were ruining his vibe with fake news, speak up. From now on, zero tolerance for that nonsense. Walter was officially joining the Marva squad. Walter Kateri bowed and was like, I'm in, boss. The massive palace sat smack in the city center. A messenger popped up. King Stabenheim, Arheim's big boss, sat there. Right beside him, Louis, the Empire's poster boy and crown prince. Louis was like, yo, Elder, what's with this sudden visit? Elder said he got a letter from the fancy Sylvester family. Louis sighed. I'm busy running duchies and saving peeps. Okay, now I gotta fix Count Dramada. Ooh, Dad's gonna flip. Elder smirked. Chill, I bring good tea. Elder knew who really wore the pants in the Empire now. Couldn't risk getting cancelled by him. Louis paused, then grinned. Oh, it's about the Marva's creeps. Elder saw the vibe. Prince hated that shady family's guts for ages. He said, let's backhouse Sylvester and seize the moment. Time to delete our mutual enemy, permaban style. But remember, Marva's folks do that creepy zombie magic. Fighting them straight up could get super messy. Elder nodded, sharp as ever, my lord. Big brain energy, but their air, total flop. No magic juice left there. Sylvester's squad is buff now. They can totally take. The prince was like, music to my ears. Let's do it. Perfect time to trash those grave-robbing losers. Elder promised to handle it. For the Empire, obviously. Louis thanked his pops for the sweet setup. Finally, ditching that ancient headache. Louis grinned. Long live the king. His legacy is totally safe with me. He knew he'd run the show soon and wreck whatever he liked. Leon rounded up his squad to talk serious business. Pooland was like, normies still hate beast guys. Boss, he tossed a magic necklace on the kid. Wear this bling. We love Walter Avi, but the public, total haters right now. Pooland said it wasn't worth causing drama for the boss. Boom. Necklace on, ears and tail, gone. Magic camo. Leon cleared his throat. Okay, real talk tie-in. Guys, first off, I need real loyalty, not just lip service. You guys ready to ride or die for me? Exclusively. Pooland teared up, sobbing. I'm yours for life. Boss, Team Marvis, until I drop dead, I swear. Crow gave a nod. Not bad. Kid. Impressive. The rookie totally charmed the old geezer, ruling and owning it. That's the Marvis vibe. Walter took a knee. Leon goes, your rules, not mine. Crow blinked. Who are you even talking to, kid? Leon grinned. Let's make it official. Manhwa, say no, and I'll assume you're not part of the squad. A magic pack totally remixes your energy. It knots your destinies together like cosmic soup. You swap secrets that stay buried till you die. Leon was like, cool to start. Anyone. He waved, used his hacks, and set the vibe. A glowing scroll dripping with pure magic popped up in front of the squad. The lion, their demon mascot, vouched for it. Big Cat announced he'd let Leon Stans link souls with Marva's power. Lev hyped. Yo, Undead Lord is back. Leon rolled his eyes. Chill with the drama. Respect the crew. Lev nodded. Deal sealed. Bail on it. Lose your soul. No. Pooland was like, never. Is this the OG demon the founder vibed with? Explains the kid's creepy zombie powers. Walter felt the magic levels spiking hard. Who is Leon? And what's with the scary cat? Walter figured this kitty was actually super sus. Pool slapped a hand over his mouth. Demon Lord blinked. Did he just say that? Poolin scrambled. He loves your vibe, sir. Walter's totally starstruck by you. Demon Boss said, keep your traps shut about me. Screw up, and you're toast. It's war season. Leaks equal death. Only the chosen squad could see him. Marva's hinted the rich snobes wanted Walter recalled a letter meant for Demon Lord said, that's our next play. Where is it? Leon asked. Crow grinned. I know. Crow smirked. I always snag loot. He held a box stuffed with bling and gold. Marva sighed. You're so greedy, dude. Wrecked the place. Nabbed the goods. Standard. Leon checked out the stash inside the box. He grabbed the mail. Bingo. Found in. Demon Lord shrugged. Crow's useful. I guess. Compliment. Crow asked. Leon just read it. Alan was blasting Marva's haters in the text. Sylvester House says, per the Emperor, we're officially throwing hands. Dukes or not, they ghosted Emperor Louis. Slacking off like this is a major crime, so he's calling him out for the crown. Al gave them exactly 1 month. If they rage quit now, the war's off in March. Becomes House Sylvester's property as penalty. If they fight back, gotta win a duel to prove it. Signed, Lord Alan. The Demon Lord goes, 1 month, too fast. Leon didn't care. Just had a wild idea. Since he can mind undead now, things just got way more fun. Leon told Crow he's got a special gig for him. Messenger says the war note. Hithouse said he couldn't even describe Kershaw's face. Dude just froze. Looked so sad they almost ended him. Al laughed. Bet and Kersha is freaking out now. Al says, keep him alive. Guy's a useful idiot. Leave the Marva's power in his clumsy hands. Al asked about the kid who's the real heir. Sidekick said there's zero news on him. Bet Kersha already took him out. He asks, why stress over a kid? What can he do? Al goes, what's the cruelest thing ever? Dude's like, I'm no genius. I do. Al says fighting an op boss is totally useless. You just watch your world crash and burn. Nothing hurts more. Al asks, what causes that? Simple. Just pure, raw talent. Skills so scary you shake. The guy was shook. You mean some random kid has that kind of power? Al meant the Von Marva's bloodline specifically. None left now, but with those genes, who knows? Gotta keep the odds in mind, always. Crow recaps the scene, calling it epic. Talking's weird for him, but he mimics it perfectly. Crow says he's got more than magic. Unlike watching Crow and Marva's new fight, Walter asks Poulin if it's always this loud. Pool says shush, might survive longer that way. Leon tosses Walt a sword, only 1 month left. Time to get moving. Leon told the kid to show off his skills by then. Walt goes, if I'm useless, am I fired? Yup, Leon says. Why keep a squishy vassal? Walt swears he'll crush it to earn his spot. The kid asks, if he proves he's the GOAT, can he get one wish? Leon says, bet. Poulin says, Walter needs a training arc first. His skill issue would show up fast against the Marva's pros. Demon King says Walter ain't the only new. Leon's stats are also pretty mid. Leon agrees, says, let's speedrun this grind. Leon and Walter spam attacks on training orbs. Leon flexes his necromancer hacks too. Spawns a skill bro in full plate armor. Walter doesn't flinch, squares up with the beast. Kids got moves. The zombie got absolutely full. Fight's done. Walter bends the knee to the boss. Leon welcomes him to the squad. He's in. Walter's the main DPS now. 1 month later, it's wartime. Alan de Sylvester slides in with a message. Alan's like, I tried to be chill, but you guys are stubborn and chose violence. Big mistake. You and your simps are gonna get wrecked. The demon boss tells the boys, don't get triggered. He sees the enemies are actually shaking in their boots. All that yelling, total insecurity. Alan claims he's winning the whole map. Demon King goes, nah, we leaked your plays. Poulin admits if Kersha was still kicking, Marvis would have rage quit instantly. Guesses death really shook the competition. Floofy says humans are glitch. Chaos bugs him out. Why haven't they tapped out yet? Got a trump card. Doubt's gonna crash their brains soon. Even pros get shaky hands. Pull agrees, but Zerg rushing still works. Marveus says his guy will solo the lobby. Fluffy says, don't sweat it. Lord Leon is way more cracked than he looks. Even Marvis is hyped on the kid's raw talent. Leon dumps mana. Undead army. Summoned. Zombies rush the ops. It's getting messy. Air's loud with clashing swords. Undead or unkilled. Fluffy thinks that's a level 1 summon after just a week of practice. But bro's reading mana like a cheat code. Dude's talent was honestly cracked. Crow was like, new guy's a total unicorn. Like the OG boss, he'd prove it by bleeding. Eventually, he'd snag all the loot he wanted. Crow grinned. Even his fave salty snacks. Fluffy scoffed. Forget nuts. He'll master Dark Mojo. So scary, it rewinds the clock. Leon sighed. Game over. Man. GG, they won? Kid asked, what's the next grind? Crow nodded. Ready for the boss level trials? Demon Lord goes, let's chat about your other hacks. Fluffy was like, you know, dark arts? Or no? Leon shrugged. Read the NOOB manual. I guess. Demon Guy sneered. Your uncle's trash skills. Delete that cringe memory. Leon mumbled. Depends on the player. Dude. Seeing how fast the OG boss wrecked the East, thinking zombies did all the heavy lifting, is dumb. Necro stuff is just one flavor of the dark arts. Your mana bar and skills decide how buff your zombie squad gets. Pole thanked the OG crew. Marvies blinked. Huh? Do I not matter? Demon Lord smirked. I ain't a simp. We were homies. Always threw hands together. Marvies scoffed. Crow just hides behind the hero tag. Crow shot back. I don't hide from silly kitties. Leon rolled his eyes. Quit the beefing. You two, just show me the sweet spells already. Okay. Marva paused. Gotta unlock one requirement first. You gotta dive deep into your own brain. FYI, your deep mind is basically a giant mana tank. It holds crazy amounts of magical juice. Master that energy, and normal wars will look like kindergarten fights. But dark magic eats mana like crazy. The Fluffy chirped. Don't sweat it, kiddo. Demon Lord nodded. Your mana pool matches. You're not sure if that's lit, but Marvies figured. The kid had to YOLO it to fix his fam's rep. Demon Lord warned. It's kinda sketchy though. Only one hack to speedrun the mana drain. But I can't promise you won't crash. Marva saw a spark in Lion's dead fish eyes. In hindsight, young Leon just wanted one thing. Marva said, first, drain your battery to 0. The kid was totally dying to know. Then let your brain and vibes take the wheel. Power hunger is the best fuel. Leon emptied the tank and almost failed. Pol caught his boss just in time. Yo, boss, that's way too risky. Don't do it, Marvis yelled. Back off. Have some faith in our guy. Geez. Pullen argued. Leader or not, he's just a kid. Crow grinned. Bet, he's the most talented one yet, Marvis added, with his crazy skills, rivaling Velen's potential. Yeah? He'll be totally fine. Walter hollered. He did it. Behold the new swordmaster. Seeing Leon code, Walter cried, Don't leave us, boss. Pullen sighed. Chill out, Walter. Walter insisted. Whatever happens, he's gonna crush it. Demon Lord mused. Humans... basic. But hiding such epic talent? No wonder the Marva's line almost flopped. Leon blinked open his eyes. Pitch black everywhere. Next sec, ruins appeared. Some guy stood in the square. The dude waved. Knew we'd bump into each other eventually. It was his dad. Let's take a stroll, the old man said. Lots to discuss. Leon quietly trailed him through the rubble. Dad spoke up. You came to wake up that sleepy magic? Huh? The team shrugged. Ain't here to brag about my life, that's for sure, but my squad's counting on me. Failure isn't an option. You're a lucky kid, his dad replied. But get real, I'm just a ghost in your head. Alan took me out. I'm basically a magical voicemail. I lack the juice. Fate's a jerk like that, Dad admitted. But whatever, I can still be useful to you. Leon knew he'd flopped at getting the clan's support. Flunked the Necronomicon test. You need a new path. While I was kicking, I coded a spell to dump ancestor mana into you. At first, you'll only handle a bit, but it'll help you boss the family around. The teen said he recalled, didn't you say using other folks' mana is sketchy? Yep. Could go haywire and fry your brain, Dad confirmed. Dad noticed that Leon was totally locked in. Mana has an ID tag. Can't just swap it like trading cards. But you're a special case. Imagine you're a blank page. Sounds weird, but roll with it. Grandpa Velen was the only one with perfectly pure mana. Dad reached out, and a bowl of top tier, epic mana swirled right there. You've got the family gift, kiddo, he said. You are who you are. No changing that. Dude looks up, like, all right, wrap it up. We're done here. Pop swore they'd definitely cross paths. Again, down the road. Still, lots to learn. Dad tosses him this glowy mana ball. Leon's brain melted. Never felt magic this wild before. His chest started shining like a total glow stick. And boom. Power surge. Then, a necklace pops up on him. Dad's like, yeah, we call that bling greed. Fitting name, 'cause it eats everything in sight. Instantly. Don't you forget that? His old man warned him. Leon's like, got it. Dad says, see ya when you really need me. Leon bowed, hoping that reunion comes super fast. And poof, Lion vanished from the spot just like that. Dad figured the kid's gonna be a superstar. If luck holds out, total bummer, he won't be around to watch the show. Glory or total doom? Who knows where this power trip goes? Leon's passed out in bed, squad hovering, waiting for him to wake. Poolin's nervous, yo. Is the boss actually gonna wake up? Not doubting the big guy, but the kid's only 14. He hasn't even had his first kiss yet. If he croaks, how do I face his ghost dad later? The demon lord pipes up. If the little lord ... fails this easy quiz, we'll be seeing him real soon. So quit your whining, Poolendi added. Have some faith. Walter adds, boss got this. For sure. Just chill out. No need to hit the panic button. Crow rolled his eyes. Old man's being way too dramatic. Suddenly, Leon starts leaking mana clouds everywhere. Fluffy gets it now, that's why he took forever. Walter asks, what's up with this thick magic smog? Fluffy says, he's coming back. Look alive, people. Demon Lord's like, stay sharp though. The kid coming back ain't the same boy you knew? Leon snaps his eyes open. Okay, I get it now. Why's my chest feel so heavy? He wondered. Can you scoot? Walter just kept practicing sword moves nearby. Leon von Marves hauled in a massive chunk of mana for Walter too. Meanwhile, at 4 days to war, Alan de Sylvester says, it's go time. The boss told his elite fighters to listen up close. Marva City is ancient history. We're deleting it soon. We're writing the sequel. Just follow my lead, Alan said. The troops cheered. Alan's squad marched over the rocky ground. They took the shortcut through a creepy old graveyard. Alan tells Kershel, your buddy spotted a gap in their lines. Pretty smart move. Gotta admit, least I could do for Sylvester's perks. Kersel shrugged. Alan frowned. One thing's still wearing me out. Figured these saps would guard their dead grandpas way harder. Parking their army in the open. Total rookie mistake. They're bone wizards, not chess masters. Kersel snorted. Probably just scared of trashing their own cemetery. Their rep is already in the toilet. Alan scoffed. But they're still acting like hot stuff. Sad. Really. Yo, why the lag? Alan blinked at the pause. Got info? No. Then let's keep moving. Kersel dodged. Alan spotted the enemy squad rolling up ahead. Leading the pack, Leon, Von Marvez, and his buddy Walter. Just as scripted, Leon smirked. Glad you actually showed. Came to watch you guys flop. Alan sighed, bored, but nope, gotta deal with 100 armed goons. Nice show for me. Alan grinned, slashing at Kerschel's head popped off. Rude, the severed head muttered. Only boss man can slice me. Pop, head re-attack! Well, that was a fresh vibe, Kerschel mused. Alan froze. Wait, I literally just decapitated you. Whatever. Marvis boss is gonna pay for the attitude. Think this hillbilly militia can beat this? It's practically a slap in the face to my face. You've got it all wrong. Bro, Leon laughed. Can't be insulted if you aren't even a threat. Duh. Leon waved. Time to humble House Sylvester real quick. Then the kid hit the summon zombies button. Boom. Armed skeletons clawed out of the dirt. Necromancy. Alan gasped. Sharp eyes. Leon teased. You sound shocked. Leon mocked. Lake Rui? Fighting a bone wizard, and surprised by bones. Alan recalled asking, what's life's biggest meet in the boss, so op, you have zero chance. Fighting back is totally pointless. Just watching your world crash and burn. The worst? Why? Simple, crazy, unfair natural talent. The kind of skill that makes you shake in your boots. Gotta check the stats. You know, Sylvester's squad was getting wrecked by the zombies. But one dude was going full tryhard mode. He's just a kid, Alan thought. Not built for this. The guy spotted Leon and charged straight at him. Swords crashed, sparks flew, and they locked eyes. But wait, it wasn't Leon blocking him. Get out of my way, he yelled as Walter stepped in. Dude stood tall before the ops. Said, nobody touches the squad. That was the mission, and he wasn't quitting. Zombies kept spamming attacks. The boys had to bail. Alan pinged a mage team. Get in here and blast him. Swung his blade and told the tanks. Rush B. All at once, they went try-hard mode. Zombies started backing off. Alan claimed he was savage by default. Zero friends, zero chill. Thinks he's the bravest guy on the server. Big boss Sylvester asked if Leon was ready for some payback. Either way, the kid is toast. Regret? Nah. Leon goes, yo, you got two things wrong. Let me break it down for ya. Popped a spooky book. Revenge? Not my vibe, Leon said. You just don't have the DPS to delete me. Mic drop, flashback, camping in the woods, plotting with the boys. Demon Lord goes, look, I've been around for centuries, double quotes, seen some dumb plays, but this is straight suicide. Map spot is clutch, but the rest, trash. Leon insisted this was the metastrap, said playing it safe is total cringe when, the win is right there. Why choke now? Crow's like, I'm riding with the boss. Then he roasts the fuzzball, who asked you, lint roller. Walter agrees, but tries not to trigger the Demon Lord. Marvis sighs. Guess I'm on mute then. Fine. Whatever. Poolin promised to bring the whole guild. Can't let the main character fight solo. Leon grills the demon. Any debuffs on this amulet? Item dropped by his dad, by the way. Marvis shrugs. Dunno, might kill you though. Crow calls him a gloomy ball of fluff. Marvis spills the tea. Dad lied. Thing is basically poison. You're too squishy to tank that, right now. Leon asks if the Demon Lord, wanted him to loot it. For a specific quest, maybe later, Marvis admits, you're buffed enough for now. That gear is way too legendary for a noob body. Marvis notes the minions are loyal but kinda glitchy. You gotta read the room, kid. They might turn traitor like they did to your dad. Why risk it all for these NPC? Leon ignores the chat, reads the spell again. Alan screams, think I can't one-shot you. Leon just dumps pure mana like a boss. Alan saw mana, darker than midnight, pure spooky vibes. Dudes wielding it with scary surgical precision. Where'd a kid learn to boss magic like that? Leon told the clan's wandering ghosts. Listen up. Alan's gut screamed at him to save his own skin. Had to stop the kid before he started showing off, letting him finish that spell. Big no. The true heir called his dead crew to clock in. Zombies started popping up like daisies. Sylvester's squad was totally cooked against that mob. The Demon Lord watching from the cheap seats noticed Leon's actually got some serious leader swag. Fluffy called him a wild rebel, just like Vel. Zombies went beast mode. The humans got wrecked. Alan gasped, a trap. He baited them here on purpose. He's got a whole zombie army on speed dial here. Alan yelled at the kid to cut it out right now. Too risky. I swear, I'll let your peeps go. Leon flashed back to the Demon Lord's quiz. Why risk it all for these random losers? Better not play hero until you've leveled up more. He just needed to get buff enough to actually afford some empathy. Leon asked, why wait for the fruit to get ripe? Snatch it now. Let it sweeten up later. Alan got forced to his knees by the big boss. Alan asked, is this just about getting payback? Sylvester begged for a break he didn't deserve. I won't snitch to the Emperor or bug you again, Leon asked when they suddenly became Alan claimed that revenge just Starts a hate cycle. I had no choice, bro. It was for the fam. You get it, right? Leon admitted. Maybe the guy actually had a point. Being the head honcho is super heavy stuff. Alan got hopeful. The pressure made me do it. Leon was like, cool story. Still ending you. He grabbed his sword. Nothing personal, dude. Just did the math, and you gotta go. You're useless to the clan. If you're breathing, you cocky jerk. You're gonna regret this. That magic ain't a toy to mess with. With that, Sylvester just got launched sideways. Duh, I know. Then the kid wobbled. Legs turned to jelly. Spooky black magic swirling. Walter dashed to help, but Bossman froze him with a look. Just mana, burnout. Kid's got skills like the legendary ancestor. One big question left. Can he handle the juice? A wild beast is waking up inside. Risky trade. Cost? Everything. Marva spotted a curse symbol on the night. Bad vibes. Leon got tucked in. The squad waited for his reboot. Poulin cried about failing his boss. Again. Begged for jail time. Marvis just rolled his eyes. Would have been of you? Crow called the guy a heartless Marvis was like, I'm a demon. Empathy who? Leon woke up. No dungeon. Chill out, Pool. He totally nailed the job. Walter figured Clan Sylvester is doomed without a boss. No invasion worries for a bit. Sweet. Pollen hyped Leon's leadership to fix the house. Then Pollen got shy about a new messy problem. House Marbus is broke. Like, massive debt broke. Demon Lord blinked. So, fix it. Just make Sylvester pay up, right? Pole nodded. Usually, yeah. But the Royals banned suing them. Total cheat code. See, Reinhor Cedar and Marves are supposedly dark side aligned. Royals want them leashed. Royals will block the cash to keep us poor and weak. Leon, Marves asked, how much we talking? Paul inside, 500,000 gold. Leon choked. Impossible sum. Pooland agreed. Grim, 500,000 is basically impossible. Huge drama for House Dude wrote up. Finally, Marvis lands. It is Richard, Magic Tower, Top Dog Hermit School founder. Girl walked up to him. Hey, nice to see you, Rick. Carlin, mob boss, loan shark, scary lady. Rich was sure he paid off his school's debt. Carlin smirked. Relax, you're clear. Rich apologized. Still traumatized by collectors. But back then, Magic Tower was gonna go poof. Carlin, that is why you read the fine print. Kid, she hinted they were hunting the same guy. Poland just had to remind everyone. We owe 500,000 gold buzz. Bam! A heavy knock echoed. Head spun round. Who crashed the party? Poland announced the arrivals. A guy and a girl. Mysterious much. The guy played it cool, thanking us before dropping his name. Met Richard, top dog at the Hermit School. Sounds lonely. The girl? Carlin. She runs the Sleeper Southern crew. Big deal. Leon played host, but Walter whispered that these two were bad news. Was letting them in? Actually smart. Leon seemed iffy. Crow wasn't sweating it. Said the boss is secretly OP. No stress. Lion kept his cool. Carlin mentioned hearing about his epic win lately. She even offered a polite congrats on the battlefield. Then came the kicker. She hoped he scored enough. War loot to finally pay back the sleepers. Yikes. Leanne sighed. Since you ask, what is the damage exactly? Note, our credit score was trash when we took that loan. Pole pointed out that the bulk of that cash, was actually owed directly to Lady Carlin. Leon realized Carlin wasn't just some girl. She is big time. Her organization, basically, the biggest mob on the map. Talk about bad luck. We picked the scariest loan sharks alive. Miss the payment? You get sold to dark wizards as lab rats. Carlin could tell he knew exactly how dirty they played. She smirked, flattered, and said, let's cut the small talk. Leon braced himself. Okay, give me the current number. She didn't blink. We need 10%. Right now, the other 90%, pay whenever. Sounds too easy. Except for the 30% annual interest. That stings. So, Carlin sweetly suggested we pay up fast, or else, Leon's brain fried. 400,000 gold in his pocket. Even with that, the yearly 120,000 interest kills. Seriously, what idiot signed this death wish of a contract? Pull coughed. That would be your father, sir. Classic dad. Leon sighed. His dad was hopeless with cash. And everything else? Richard chimed in, telling Carlin to back off a bit. Let the guy enjoy his win for 5 minutes, he argued. Richard knew there was no way Leon had that kind of bank. Carlin glared. Why was this guy butting into her hustle? She absolutely loathed being interrupted while closing a deal. Loose lips, sink ships, and get people hurt. Just saying. Richard took the hint. Got it, he said, walking out. He would just come back when Miss Scary was done collecting. Carlin turned back to Leon. Don't even try the I am broke excuse. She leaned in closer, adding one last sting. I heard that sob story way too often from your daddy. Leon thought, can I just offer? The demon lord whispered, don't even try. This baddie gave 0 second chances. Leon could try. Sure, if he wanted to get shredded instantly. Crow was like, dude, we're gonna be totally wiped out. Bummer about the contractor. Poulin swore the old boss meant well. Walter insisted, we'll totally find a way out. He had total faith in the young master's big brain. Leon actually begged, Miss Carlin, cut us some slack. That threw Carlin and the whole room for a loop. Checking the founder's pick, Richard felt meeting Leon was worth the trip. Mana swirled around our hero, practically leaking raw power. Richard sensed a massive mana tank sloshing deep inside the kid. Snagging him for the hermit school, total jackpot for the academy. Gotta be a way to win him over. Richard popped his skill, spawning an energy orb right there. An elder popped up in the orb, scolding. Don't ghost us like that. School's a hot mess without you, the elder griped. Richard waved it off. I'll explain later. Chill. The hermit boss said something else mattered way more right now. The elder was all ears, listening hard. How much gold in the stash? Richard asked. Carlin blinked, stunned. Pity, as if, did Leon just think the sleepers were generic thugs? She flicked a glowing orb straight into the guy's teacup. Carlin smirked. We're way sharper than you'd think. Hit by an unseen force, the cup shattered, tea splashing everywhere. Walter drew his sword. You dare threaten my boss? Carlin shrugged. Only deadbeats feel our wrath. Honestly, Leon von Marvis dropped the bomb. We got 0 gold. Literally, nothing. Ah, Carlin sneered. So you're shaking like a puppy. She added that. She was ready to personally show him what happens to deadbeat. Richard stepped back in. Chill. Carlin. She was fuming. Flames flared up. Don't roast our future star, Richard warned. Walter realized the young boss actually had a scheme cooking. Leon von Marvis waved his crew away. Leave us? Had to hash things out with the guests solo. Format switch. Just Leon, Richard, and Carlin sat at the table. The demon lord was lurking, invisible to the guests. He wanted in too. The kid asked, so, if I officially join up, you covering 10% of my debt. Deal, Richard said. You totally used necromancy in that war, huh? Leon blinked. What makes you say that? The guest replied, only way you wouldn't have been crushed. Carlin figured as much. That's exactly why she showed up. The girl nodded. Richard, spot on. She figured the boss got his groove back, hence the hunting trip. Leon asked, you seriously thought we could pay that back? Hilarious. Carlin admitted the thought totally crossed her mind. But she doubted Pretty Boy had that kind of cash ready right now. So, let's put a pin in that drama for a sec. Leon sighed. Richie wants to hire me, Carlin wants my wallet. Then he asked why they were so hype man confident in him. That spooky necromancer mojo might be gone for good. He suggested they bug some other rich kids, or mercs instead. Carlin shrugged. Too pricey. We're on a budget here. Richard chimed in. Cash can't win this war? No way. That's exactly why I need your creepy cool necromancy skills. Perfect time for a zombie-raising comeback tour. Carlin nodded. Even with a tiny bit of that OG power, betting on an unrecognized genius is just smart business. But don't get it twisted. You still owe me? She aimed her piece at him. Loan sharks don't play. Richard stepped in. Can we get a little privacy, please? This kid's talent is basically VIP status for us. Carlin bailed, reminding them she's all about the bench. Leon gave Richard the I don't trust you, dude. You're not normal, Leon said. Takes one to know one, Rich replied. You're chatting with one of the 72 demons, right? Fluffy went full lion mode. Who's the creep seeing me without a contract? Richard didn't speak. Instead, his body just freaked out. Pop goes the horns. Out comes the tail. Transformation sequence. The demon lord realized. Oh snap, that's a dragon. Weird, since dragons were supposed to be extinct after that war. Richard smirked. Curious why a demon's hanging with humans. Myself, dunno why, but it's totally linked to chapter 1 stuff. Leon waved his hands. Chill, no need to panic. My demon buddy is not like those other losers. Marvis nodded. I'm a demon, but I'm not, like, evil. Richard shrugged. Then stay out of human drama. Lion King? Leon asked. Okay, besides joining the Hermit Club, what's the catch? I need deep. Richard explained, it's a school for loners. You'll get paid just for being a member. Sweet gig. In exchange, just level up your magic skills. Leon squinted. That's it. I call bluff. Spill the tea. Seriously, just keep it 100 with me. Richard laughed. Touchy, I was gonna spill everything anyway. You can't buy your way into other schools, no matter the cash. It's mostly to crush rivals, but there's another secret reason. Besides us hermits, there are 2 other big shot magic academies, and one of them is totally obsessed with demons. Lev sensed the bad vibes. He wondered, reviving the bull demon king, are they for real? He thought, the great demon war. Humans versus monsters, total chaos. Demons, swarming, world on fire. You know the drill. King Esteban checked out there, found his eternal peace. Rich showed up later, used his nerd book to get the scoop. Him and his hermit buddy snooped around the battle site. Rich claimed the king stuffed bow in a seal back then. But like, seals get crusty. It got super weak. So weak the demon could pop out like boo any second. The kid added, heard his majesty went totally cray. Used to be the goat. Now he's just arched. He asked Rich. Rich nodded. Yep. Demons love a good loophole. But Leon, you hang with demons. You should know the vibes. Kid remembered tons of peeps. Even dragons got wiped out. Okay, math checks out. Rich isn't capping, he decided. You blocked the other school's cause of hidden demons? Rich was like, you guessed it. So, join the hermits, Leon. You'll learn cool stuff. Marva's sighed. Sounds expensive though. Hermits won't fix your broke status forever, Rich warned. Leon asked, any steady gigs? My debt is literally killing me. Rich smirked. I know a spot. Adventurers Guild. Carlin's besties. With the boss, get a gold badge, earn 1,000 coins a pop. Easy cash. Leon begged Rich to hype him up to Carlin. Demon Lord sneered. You look sad. Crow snapped. Don't diss the boss. Fluffy, just a heat of the moment thing? Rich eyed the door. Carlin's totally eavesdropping. She barged in. Sharp ears? Rich, you don't miss a beat. Rich pointed at That's the kid's pet demon. Carlin, meet him. She groaned. Great. More drama. They hit the road. The path was rough. Total ankle. Do I seriously have to babysit them to the guild? Carlin winked. For the fat stack of cash you're getting? Yeah, Rich said. Leon asked. So, what's the vibe at this guild place? Yeah. Spill the tea. The demon lord added. Never had this stuff back in my day. Totally new. It's a hub for random gigs. Rich explained. Squad up and split the loot, or fly solo. Your call? That's the guild life. But if you're a noob, you die. Get good, get rich. Like moths to a flame, Crispy Marvis muttered. Chill, it's not that deep. Rich shrugged. The guild? It's chill, but kinda mid honestly. Get a wreck here, and boom, you're a niter mage. Anywhere. Easy. Got skills? Get rich. Leon von Marva needed the T-on gold badges and ranks. Carlin was like, does Richard seriously think he owns her? She spilled. 5 ranks. Copper, silver, gold, platinum, and titan. The whole setup. Goes noob to pro. Rank up, unlock cooler quests, and get that bread. Leon figured titanium badges were the infinite money glitch. Richard was like, true, but keep dreaming. Buddy, dude didn't even say it. There's barely 12 titans on the whole map. Rare much. Their gigs pay tens of thousands. Few clients have that kind of bank. Carlin said just grabbing a copper badge first is a vibe. The squad rolled up to the city gates. She said Empire laws make leveling up a total grind for new. Richard said, let's start small. Also, yo, we're here already. Leon von Marva stepped in and was shook. This is the guild. You kidding me? Girl at the table clocked them as drama magnets immediately. The crew ignored everyone and strutted right in. Like bosses. The room went quiet. Everyone stared at Miss Carlin. Awkward. She was totally unbothered as usual. They knew her hungry eyes. No way were they lending her cash. Nope. Why is she even crashing the guild spot? Is she with Richard, the hermit school boss? Everyone wondered. How'd that kid become a magic school boss? Total mystery. Someone said the game is totally rigged. Richard looked around. Clueless. Think everyone here hates me. Carlin told him to just ignore the haters. Leon von Marvis was like, where's our guy? He said he didn't sense anyone OP in here. Total snooze fest. Demon Lord was like, nah. Leon thought, can't he feel the mana locking onto us? Yikes. Just then, they were standing in a huge mana bolt. Leon caught a weird vibe. Suddenly, a chick with a blade lunged at him. She reached out, blade right at our boy's neck. Carlin stayed chill, aiming her gun at the girl's head. Carlin noted Raleigh had gotten way saltier since last time. She told you not to drop my name so casually. Leon von Marvis asked Raleigh. So, you the boss here? Raleigh asked the dude. Who are you? Demon Lord thought she was a total beast. Way stronger than the rest. He introed himself. I'm Leon von Marvis. Big boss of House Mar. They dipped into a private room to chat. No peeping toms. Raleigh's like, heard the tea about the new Marva's boss. Then she goes, honestly, never thought I... See? The head honcho looking, so junior. Carlin pipes up. His magic stats are cracked. Trust me. Boss lady asks, why is a rich kid in my dumpy crib? Carlin sighs. Life happened. Okay, we're desperate. Raleigh's weirded out. Kid plus demon. Super sketch. Carlin's squad keeps getting creepier. Marvis snaps. Say sorry to my contractor. Leo explains the grind. Got debts? Need a gig? ASAP. Carlin cuts in. We need incognito guild quests. Isn't that like my whole vibe? Rick shrugs. Why not? Let the kid shoot a shot. Raleigh nods. You talk big, but quests equal death. Leo's grim. My fam and the Grim Reaper go way back. Plus, Rick already spilled that tea. Dying beats, being broke. And Carlin ghosted anyway. Raleigh caves. Fine, I'll give you a shot. She spills her drink and it morphs into cool shapes. Leo spotted some trippy lines floating in air. Teleport hacks. He wonders, super complex code, but she typed it in effortlessly. Demon Lord whispers. She's actually OP at magic. Giant knights spawn. Test is easy peasy, she says. Only one statue has juice. That's the real one. Go spot it. You got 30 minutes. Fail, and it's game over. Leo grins. Challenge accepted. YOLO. Right? Rally starts the clock. Carlin, flip the timer. Carlin sighs. One-time favor. Timer ticks down. Rally warns. BTW. Those statues got moves. Leo squares up. He's totally swarmed. Leo jukes a sneak attack from a stone dude. Rick's worried. Too harsh. Ral pros would rage. Kid's got skills. But he's, like, Carlin counters. Leo knows the weak get wrecked. She says his odds suck. But let's just grab popcorn. Demon thinks mobs are weak, but the loot hunt is hard. Barely any mana signal, like one bar of Wi-Fi. Crow admits it's tough, but Leo's ready to brawl. And yeah, he's dancing around those big guys. Rally's intrigued. Show me you belong here, Junior. Even top-tier players can crash and burn. Leo activates his special moves. Bro just flipped the mana extraction switch. The crowd watched, thinking this bold move was gonna be good. Leon quoted his demon sensei. You can't just spam spells forever. Kid, you gotta work. With what you got, bam, he summoned dark spears. Everyone gasped. Wait, legit dark spears? No way. Carlin admitted his mana control was kinda cracked, but the test was to find the hidden statue, not show off. Looked like an epic fail at first. Richard figured Leon had one Hail Mary left. If he cracked the code, he'd spot the hider for sure. Leon summoned a ghost, name-dropping the Marvis clan to get its attention. He told the spook to wake up and get moving. Ground shook. Richard realized Leon was playing for D chess all along. Mana is basically life juice, which means anything full of it counts as living. So if you smash it, necromancy can bring it back. Richard knew this kid was going places. Haters be darned. Carlin had to agree the guy was a wizard prodigy. She thought his mana pool was his only flex. But nope, his brain is just as huge. Rally was like, how on earth did you pull that off? Leon shrugged, smashed the fakes, raised the real one. Easy. Rally asked why. He thought it was alive. Golems count as living folks. Leon explained, basic lore. He pointed at the survivor. That golem's the real deal. It's got me. So, did I pass, or what? He asked. Rally sighed. You're actually built different. Leon grinned. Just basic tactics for a noble boss like me. You pass? Rally said. Here's a silver badge. Go crazy. Carlin's jaw practically hit the floor. Silver badge already. Rally congratulated him, noting his demon pact was legit. The demon Lord smirked. Naturally, he learned from the best. Crow rolled his eyes. Fluffball can't take a compliment. What's his deal anyway? He scoffed. Walter popped in, shocked at the golem. Usually these are just magic tricks, but sometimes, he noted, they turn real living things into golems. Leon used that cheat code too. Spot the real one in the pile of fakes. Walter knew he'd win. Rally admitted, never seen anything like it. She hated saying it, but the kid had the sauce. Leon gave a nod. Thanks, boss. Then he asked, so, how much cash does a silver badge get me? Demon Lord kid only cares about the bag. Carlin, depends on the gig, but usually 300 gold. With his debt, dude better get that badge fast. Rich admitted, it wasn't a total flop. Usually takes years for noobs to hit silver. Rally loves playing it safe though. She said he'd get the quest deets tomorrow. For now, she told him to go chill. Leon thanked her for the time. Walter gasped. She fixed golems instantly. Rich was shook. Her mana control is nuts. Everyone knows the boss is a total beast. Rich called a timeout. Alone, Rally replayed the kid's fight. She couldn't forget those mana spears. Thought he failed? Then he pulled a wild win. Spotting the live golem was a total breeze for the young lord. But he paused at the end. Why though? Was Leon trying to hide his power? Marva's clan was fading. Now, total monster. One thing really bugged Rally though. His dead eyes. So creepy. What's he thinking? Next morning, Rally briefed the new silver. He grabbed the scroll and skimmed it. Target, Chalice, cult leader, for Arden. Leon asked if he had to hunt him down. Yep, Chalice is south. Guys, Shady Rep is already everywhere. Kid needs to crush this mission. For 100 gold coins. Carlin, too harsh. Rally, he's got this. Rich warned of traps. But the XP is huge. Leon promised to crush it. Rally bumps him to bronze. Rally said those two could help Carlin. Not babysitting him though. Rich was totally down to help. Honored to see the kid in action. Leon bowed. Thanks, Rich. Thanks, Carlin. Dad taught him. Always appreciate help. Crow praised his smooth talking. Marva's demon charm. It's in the blood. Walter, Leon's human. Remember? Leon swore to win. They need cash. Bad. Priest walks in. Girls by the statue. Sorry girls. The priest sighed. Only one gets to be the super blessed magic icon. Can't mess with the rising star. The other, total delete. But to merge, one must die. Major twin drama. Two main cults rule the land. One stands the goddess who made the world, and that shiny stone. She's called Winged Arden. Her fan club is the Church of Light. The other side, devil simps wanting to revive Baal's crew. -8, few weirdos. Everyone vibes with Arden. She picks chosen ones to flex holy powers everywhere. Miracle girls doing magic stuff. The drivers cruising the dusty road on autopilot. Carry Leon von Marves and his squad. Earlier, kids at a pub asked for a ride to Chalice. Guy was chilling at the guild bar. Everyone saw. He was like, nah, religious drama makes it hard. Even the holy tourists quit going. He asked, why go to that dump? Richard goes, long story, super boring. Then Carlin tosses a heavy bag of gold on the table. She said the cash did the talking. Take it, or we find someone else. Someone else wants this payday. Driver blinked. If I don't die, sure. Gold blinded him, but soon the vibes got weird. Chalice was basically a wreck, wrecked by all that holy war nonsense. New Cardinal tried to save the boss, but he totally cracked. It was just too much holy juice. No new miracle girl meant Arden's rep was tanking. Rumors said the blessings were gone for good. Leon's like, so we're busting Cardon for being shady. Walter muttered, even that sounds messy. Demon Lord? Didn't give a toss about saints? Marvis said, with your stats, who cares about morals? Richard was like, I sure hope so. While Demon Lord was in timeout, humans leveled up. Can't beat us, but don't sleep on him either. Carlin shrugged. Fair enough. Since we're here to snatch that priest's soul. Basically everyone here was an Arden fan. She was like, faith's been flopping since the holy gals go. Rick guessed the dramas, cause those icons only spawn in priest fams. Literally no other option. But yo, this time, way more messy. Priest popped out twins. Not the usual solo kiddo. Church is freaking out. Only one heir gets the magic juice. Walt bet the power can't be split between sisters. Fluffy claimed inherited magic stuff. ... Can single quotes T just be shared by two peeps? So one sis is basically doomed. Yikes. Demon guy watched him like, Liana's total weirdo status. Driver yelled, we hit Chalice. Holy city. Big boss got the ping. ... The guild squad pulled up. Priest asked, for real? You guys aren't snitching to the feds? Sidekick swore, the Lotus crew is legit. Priest was all, keep your traps shut on this. I had to fake it to save his daughter, obviously. Helper welcomed introduced himself as Glaisa. Head butler. Rick asked, you the one flagging the boss's shady scams? Butler nodded, like yo. ... And was shook the top hermit actually came. Rick goes, nah, ain't me doing the heavy lifting? Glacier's confused. Who else you trusting with this? Leon piped up, that'd be me, boss. Butler thinks, he's a kid. We need stealth, not daycare. Leon flashed his silver adventurer badge. ... And goes, guild trusts me. He said, one thing before we start grinding. Did the missing twins fight their dad's orders? Butler wasn't ready for such a savage question. Glacier's, like, let's chat in private. It's a long story. Found a quiet spot to spill the tea. The twins were actually chilling there too. Butler eyed the kid, shocked at the church's desperation. Chalice is losing clout. Sure. ... But sending a total new, not the vibe. Leon saw the doubt and said, chill with the suspicion. We get ... Before we get to the juicy stuff, Leon added, time will tell if I'm useless. Glazer figured the kid reads minds. Butler thought, that's high-level wizardry. Man, Leon goes, stop faking it. We know the big boss set this gig up. So spill the beans. What's the real drama? Glazer totally got what the young boss meant. The butler wanted to spill the tea to the whole squad. Sis and Sis kept praying at the temple. Their hearts glowed like split puzzle pieces. Priest thought, prophecy real. Hands shaking. Dad panicked about his girl's fate. Granny told the padre the holy mojo got split between the twins. But to max out the stats, you only need one gal. The priest got super salty. No way, he'd delete his own kid just for extra power. Old lady was like, my bad, father. A dude popped up in the temple. Sorry for crashing, he said. I'm Caliban, head honcho of the knights. Caliban said, by the power invested in me by the king. I'm telling Bishop Chalice. The deal? Emperor Stabin ordered. Can't have two sons in the sky. The Holy See better get the memo. When they grow up, one twin stays a miracle girl. The other gets sacrificed to boost the holy one's magic by getting toasted to purify the fake saint vibes. Priest yelled, the king's a dad too. How can he ask to roast a kid? Caliban goes, king's dad, to everyone. This hits him hard too. Caliban dipped, my job here is done. Dad collapsed. Why is the goddess trolling him so hard? He begged Goddess Arden for a solid. First, she steals the twins. Now she wants one gone. Priest asked what he did to get grounded like this. Guests listened. Richard said, no magic girls had juice for ages. But now the bishop has twins sharing the loot. So, the power got split up. Butler wanted to save both girls. That's why he DM'd the guild. Glazer knew this was a legal AF against the emperor. Leon von Marva heard the whole Tian wanted to chat with the doomed girls. Dude said he needed a private chat with them. Everyone bailed, leaving the trio. Leon spoke up. Who's down to take one for the team? Demon Lord asked. Where's your chill, bro? Guy replied, being chill doesn't get results. Leon said he's grinding to find a way for both to live, but the emperor will still be mad raging. So, worst case, one of you has to game over. Leon asked again, anyone volunteering as tribute? They call you holy wonders, but you seem basic. One of the girls claimed they were just born, totally ages ago. Demons crashed the party, and humans ran screaming for a save. They needed holy girls on standby, like, constantly. Without magic juice, the priests had zero clue how to stop the monsters. The bodyguard told the boss to scram ASAP. Hanging around meant getting squashed. Big Bishop yelled that hellspawn get zero mercy, ever. Reject the divine, get wrecked. Dad sat by Mom's bedside. She swore Lady Arden had their backs. Gramps thought making their kid a holy sacrifice was a huge honor. But fancy titles mean big, scary chores. Dad admitted he was totally freaked out. He feared his kid would just be a tool for the church. Mom told Keprin to chill. She'd train the kid herself to be tough as nails. She wanted to dub the baby Alicia, a name wishing for global chill vibes and paradise. Elysium, sad facts. Not everyone gets to know their mom. The delivery drained her HP to zero. Twins popped out, but Mom bailed before saying hi. The narrator said their bad luck was set in stone. Born unlucky, doomed to a messy end. Destiny played a sick prank with no undo button. Just another rough test from the goddess upstairs. For real, Leon sat there, soaking up the drama. One girl dropped her head, all defeated. Both were ready to delete themselves, though. They started arguing about who should croak first. Sis was like, don't talk that trash. Leon didn't get it, but he tried to recap the mess. So, you're both down to die. He was confused. Demon Boss was shook at his pal. Forget the deal. He had to save the pair, not let Destiny win. If they both kicked the bucket, he'd get zero loot. Leon told the Demon Lord he was sharp as ever. Smart guy, Leon told them. I only accept a double win. Sis promised he'd get paid for trying. They just wanted their pops kept safe from pain. Who cares about us? Don't blame the bishop. He tried his best. Leon nodded. Got it. So, spill the tea on these trials you faced. Sis admitted one of them had 2 days left. Unless we find a hack, I'm the tribute. Leon knew time was up. He needed a cheat code. Fast. Rick suggested they verify the goods first, to prove they're actually saint material. Leo asked to peek. They said, awkward spot? So everyone but the rents had to dip out. Carlin insisted the mage get booted out now. Rich got salty. Excuse ya, I'm the main wizard here. Hello? Carlin said she'd check. No creeping allowed. The twins showed Leo and Carlin the dude admitted St. Powers can't be swapped. Demon Boss saw only one messy fix. Leo said, one twin has to die. Harsh vibe. Literally zero other options. Demon Guy never saw him look so wild. Pure rage. Lou said Saint Girl abused today. Cal agreed. 20 years gone by? The crowd's gonna totally hype her up. But burning a witch first is a total buzz. Lou said waiting for twins took forever. Leo asked the Demon Lord, what's up? Isn't being good about letting folks live? Marv went, huh? Spill the tea. Leo claimed one girl is totally faking it. Maybe only he sees it since he's so death vibe. One is desperate to live. One wants to play hero. Leon's brain is stuck on loop about it. Who gets to vibe and who gets the axe? Marv wondered if it's too late for deep thoughts. Leo said school didn't cover this drama. Prince Charming showed up. I'm Disfunarhi. Lewis flexed his royal permission slip to watch the new Saint Girl drop. Townies cheered, but bro told them to chill. Lou said today's gonna be mega dark and gloomy. But hey, gloom exits. For light and a miracle girl. But first, we gotta torch the witch. Prince said, can't have 2 sons or 2 saints? Yet dad had twins just to stir the pot. Totes, the devil's work. King says, we fix this mess, live. Witch gets it. Prince eyed the pretty twins. Said he'd date the non-witch just for looks. Lou patted the priest, single quotes, shoulder and breeze past. The archdude asked if his girls had a prayer. Leon was like, yeah, no shot. But hey, while we're chatting, gotta ask your holiness something. Sis told her twin, yo, quit the waterworks. Alright, she knew she'd have to take one for the team eventually. Twin snapped back, dude, we didn't do anything to earn this. Like, is just existing a crime now? Seriously, goddess is weird, but we gotta follow her vibe. No questions. Only way to fix the prophecy. We can't chicken out. Way easier than the messy lives we've had since day one. At least we chose this, Caliban yelled. Tie the witch up. Teary goodbyes. Then one flopped down. Sorry, I'm such a fake. She was totally relieved that her sister was gonna bite the dust instead of her. Leon crept up behind her and charged his freaky magic mojo. Bam! Something hit her, and she face-planted on the floor. Demon Lord asked, Bro, is this seriously your best plan? The guy just nodded. Yup, not perfect, but whatever. Girl was tied to a pole downtown. It was basically showtime for the Grim Reaper. Executioner dude grabbed a torch and lit the bonfire up. Flames went wild. Prince goes, look, she's floating to heaven. Prince's job is basically silencing anyone who goes, huh. Caliban chimed in, nobody messed with the prince's greatness. Whole empire sees it. Break rules, get absolutely toasted. Sun's up. The girl let out a gnarly scream. She's on fire. Leon and the squad just watched in silence. Carlin whispered, Leon, your style is kinda intense. Only way, Rich shrugged. Meh ending, but not a total flop. Leon reminded him, the bishop wanted his girls alive. Dude, he wasn't gonna judge how messy the dad's feelings were. Didn't really know the big guy personally? Anyway, but the priest would have totally died just to save them. He was just stoked to see them both till the bitter end. Total brain teaser for our guy right now. He figured he'd get that heavy heart feeling someday. Girl at the stake realized he totally clocked her cold stare. She figured it was chill. Karma, basically. Honestly, she totally had this punishment coming. Unlike Big Sis, she wasn't an angel and feared death big time. So she hid behind fake nice talk to save her own skin. Crowd watched the fire swallow her while she screamed. Prince yelled, more oil. Girl cried, sorry, I'm weak. 2 days ago, Leon asked the bish. Who do we save? The one who's desperate to stay alive? Or, ... double quotes, ... The hero, ready to take one for the team. Pop quiz, the priest smirked. You catch all that? Leon nodded, though putting it into words was a total headache. Sharp kid, the priest grinned. You actually have a brain in there. Cardin claimed he was saving the girl destined to check out early. Spoiler alert. One sister got toasted at the stake. Leon looked at his crew. So, what was the actual point of that? Why bother saving the girl who literally signed up to die? The demon lord rolled his eyes. Duh, isn't it obvious? He's teaching her life skills. Iona 1. Value your pulse. Survivor's guilt is a package deal. She's living for 2 now. But what if they actually got to pick? The volunteer gets how heavy that choice is. Better than anyone? She knows what taking one for the team really means. Meanwhile, the girl who just wants to survive learns Zil. Seminian once said thank you has a serious expiration date. Give stuff away for free, and suddenly you're a doormat. Walter mused, with this chaos, who do we even rage at? What did these girls do to earn such a raw deal? Richard shrugged. It is what it is. We need a saint. Stat. Even pro wizards can't ditch the Empire's grip. Now all eyes are glued to the brand new saint. Carlin dusted off his hands. Mission accomplished. Saint Pao, 100%. Leon blinked, totally surprised. Wait, is it Only half the mark is glowing on her chest. Archbishop Cardin had a really bad feeling. The Crown Prince sneered. Who likes cheap magic tricks? Caliban noted, which is toast, but the power's still buggy. Cuff the bishop and his minions. Like right now? The Archbishop panicked. I have no clue what's happening. That is literally the girl I picked. Lewis glared. The audacity. I gave you time out of pity, and this is how you pay me back. Seriously. Off with his head, the prince ordered. Caliban was like, whoa, wait, dude, you can't just kill the Empire's top spiritual god. What if he stashed the real saints somewhere else? Lewis scoffed. Oh, he definitely hit her. Somewhere tricky. Pulling pranks when the world is ending. Low blow. The prince snapped. We've waited way too long for this fix. Faith isn't blind anymore. Lewis pointed. Do it. Kill him. Caliban sighed at the priest. You did this to yourself. Cardin cried. I sacrificed my own kid just like you asked. Caliban shrugged. If you were actually telling the truth, ... double quotes, ... The mark wouldn't be broken. Down came the sword. The priest closed his eyes. Then, plot twist. The girl jumped in and blocked the blade. Drama. Cardon lost it. What did she just do? He didn't earn that sacrifice. Not just for you, she said. Dying for a cause beats living for 0 reasons. She'd hunted for purpose forever, not for clout. That's exactly why she needed her sis to survive. She just wanted out of this hollow life. Leon's rule. Don't punish peeps who don't deserve it. She told him that totally applies to her dad too. She said he saw them as tools, not daughters. She told her dad to get real for once. He only loved his comfort, never treated them like fading out. She called it perfect karma for him. Maybe her death would actually mean something. Dad ran over and scooped her up. She was totally out cold. Fire died down, leaving a crispy corpse in the square. Leon cracked the book. Listen up, you two ghosts. He got serious. Your work here isn't done yet, girl. Calling on Marvis, he summoned them up. Carlin finally saw what real necromancy looks like. He asked if they'd answer the call and stay as zombies. One sis asked, "Wait, you're actually bringing us back?" The other was shook. "Is that even a thing?" Leon shrugged. If being undead counts as life, then yeah. It was totally their call if they wanted to. Get bodies back, minus the heartbeat and warmth. Leon said he'd roll with whatever vibe they chose. They asked, "Okay, but what's the catch?" "Harsh truth, I need you as my loyal minions." They were like, not rude, just honest. Asking for nothing would have been waste. Leon grinned. "I'll take that as a yes. I called you to serve me." The real Marva's heir. Were they down to swear loyalty forever? Sisters looked at each other and nodded. "Deal's sealed," the guy announced. He hoped this gave them the peace they craved. Leon really wanted them to find happiness eventually. Bishop Carton just sat right there, by his daughter's body, looking absolutely wrecked. The prince and Caliban kept eyeing the priest. Caliban felt a huge magic burst. What the heck? Another op mage nearby, besides Prince Louis. Demon Lord asked, "You're hiring minions without asking me. You're getting a massive lecture when I get back." Leon was like, "Hey, I kept them alive, ... Walter nodded. "Boss has got mad skills. Gotta admit." The Demon Lord lectured, "For brainless zombies, gotta brand them first. Otherwise, they go totally rogue. So yeah, branding beats forcing them." Leon asked, "Okay, but what if they've got brains?" Fluffy grinned. "Use their drama to make M sign up voluntarily. Baggage, ... and salty grudges. Keep M from ghosting the afterlife. Fix their issues, snag their powers, fair trade. Basically, you own him." Leon nodded. "Got it. My call now. Remember, more saltiness equals more power. Don't forget that, kid. We ain't just scavengers leeching off the dead." Leon opened the book. Marva's heir calling. "Pick up. Alicia, Helen, get out here." Poof! Only one girl showed up. He blinked, called Bose. "Why, just one?" Fluffy rolled his eyes. "Duh. They were a package deal originally." Dying mashed them back together. Walter frowned. "Vibe check. Something's off." Leon asked, "So, who's driving?" "Alicia, Helen." "It's Alicia right now." She smirked. "Can you swap?" She nodded. "Yep, but Helen, she hates your guts. Pretty boy. She'd rather stay crispy." Richard shrugged. "Just a soul swap." Helen was totally faking it when she was alive. Helen snapped. "Zip it, handsome. Talking to the boss." Leon sighed. "So, what are you good at?" "Useless ghosts get evicted." "Just saying." Helen giggled. "You make threats sound so ... boring. But chill out. We're totally worth it. You'll see." She grabbed his shirt and leaned in close. "Into this." Rally sighed. "Mission over. Guys, did not see that ending coming." Carlin, "Boss, market complete." "Yeah, pay up." Richard grinned. "Heck of a show. Raising the daughter right in front of dad." "Ballsy." Helen glared. "What's your problem, wizard boy?" "I'm Leon's property. Back off." "Leon Pepe, for a dead saint, isn't she?" "I dig it." Walter shrugged. "Happy endings, right?" Alive-ish Raleigh nodded. "Count it. Congrats, kid. You're silver ranked now." Raleigh said the loot drops straight to the Marvis crib or hits his crypto. Leon was like, "Let's keep these gigs coming." Raleigh swore he'd get dibs on epic quests. Carlin backed that up. Raleigh doesn't just talk smack. Marvis only stressed about paying his debts on time. Leon cited Carlin's fake. Demon Lord said, "Move on. This chick's got dual modes. Alicia and Helen. First, gotta see what skills the noobs are packing." Carlin said they had to max out favors for Raleigh. Caliban bows to the big boss and his kid. Mage says the boss is starving. Total emo mode? Losing his girls totally wrecked him. Lewis was like, "Why cry? Dude, can just make more kids?" Only a total loser. "Let's the sads win." Lewis asked, "Does he know how bad he flopped?" "Miracle girl wasted." Caliban told the prince, "My bad. Give him a shot, and he'd serve the Empire hard." Lewis, guess Quest got wrecked by a mystery mage. He couldn't. Caliban, sadly, "So yeah, pretty much. Since the spirits vanished, someone definitely swiped." Caliban said no mage around. Had that juice except the missing necro legend. Leon von Marvis and crew were outside. Bishop's girl tagged along. Raleigh said, "Spill the tea." "What can the new girl do?" Leon admitted she's got 2 souls, double the power. Raleigh was obviously shook. Leon said, "Watch this. I'll show you." "Can you set up a punching bag?" she asked. "How tough?" Leon said, "Boss level." Leon said he wanted to show off Alicia first. Then Alicia popped up right in front of him. Alicia apologized, saying her sis was being a brat. Leon said it's chill. He wanted skills, not a lecture. Alicia said she's ready to rock whenever. Raleigh summoned some angry beasts for the test. Richard yelled, "Forest trolls." These ugly things heal super fast. Since Alicia's a noob, she might struggle. Carlin noted that Leon had already proved he loves doing crazy stuff. Walter was like, I totally trust the dude. Crow goes, same, never doubted him for a sec. Leon mentioned those trolls were a total pain to deal with. Could Ollie handle it? She told him to chill, she got this. Trolls charged at Ollie, throwing hands everywhere. Leo cracks open the Necronomicon and does the magic thing. Boom, Ollie's suddenly holding a mace that looks like a staff. She swings that thing, sending trolls flying like bowling pins. Demon Lord says her power move proves she's a total pro. Crow was shook. She's a straight-up femme. Allie went savage, smashing enemy skulls with zero chill. Leftover trolls froze, too scared to try her again. Leo tells her, okay, point made. You're strong. Then he's like, Lil sis Helen, you're up next. Helen's soul just pops into the body. She didn't expect the invite, but loves stealing the spotlight. Who wouldn't want to flex their hard work to the world? Helen calls him trash, then eats a chain at a troll. That troll got wrecked and owned in no time. She's like, say thanks for dying for my master. Creep. Everyone just stared at her, totally weirded out. The demon guys agreed. She's a brave, total maniac. Back in Marvis, the Lords call the mission a big W. Plus, they snagged some fresh minions for the squad. Basically, the whole trip was a success. Leo was like, yeah, I'm with the Demon Lord on this. Also, his necro skills definitely leveled up. Walter was bummed there. Pals couldn't hang longer. Rich was hyped to meet the school's rising star personally. Carlin reminds Leo he still owes the sleepers big bucks. They dapped up. The road trip was officially over. Rich says he can't ditch school for too long. Sadly, Carlin's gotta chase down other people who owe her cash. Before bouncing, Carlin turns to speak to Walter. Your boss is a genius, kinda shadows you a bit. But real talk, you got crazy talent people only dream of. My boss would be super impressed by you. Kid, Rich warns, pray you never meet her. Though seriously, she's a beast. Everyone in that crew is just like her. The Sleepers leader is on another level of mean. Rich saw Walter's huge potential too. Stick with Leo, stay loyal, and you'll crush it. Walter gave props to Carlin and Richard for the hype. He ain't used to people saying nice stuff about him. Leo says, he's definitely my MVP minion right there. Leo adds that Walter's potential might even surpass his expectations, planning to help the guy unlock beast mode. Rich grinned. Lord Marvis was flexing confidence. Epic. Time to bounce until fate crashed them together again. Leia knew he had to peace out with a grin. Carlin rushed. Chop chop, let's roll. Since Leon's a guildie, he better pay debts fast. Richard was like, chill. No. Need for the drama right now. Carlin gagged to small talk. My worst nightmare. She just hoped Leon had the cash next time. Safe travels. Leon watched them dip. Townies were hyped. Their lord was back. Not ditched. Leon didn't get the shock though. Poland saw the boss and sprinted over, screaming. Suddenly, a girl's voice roasted him loud. She demanded why Leon ghosted the estate for ages. Diana shook. Leon said, let's chat inside. The Demon Lord was down. Demon Lord, she is his childhood bestie and a VIP. Leon, the squad, and the Viacia heiress huddled up to talk about the messy situation. Leon hyped her as a crazy good summoner. Always helping. Crow smirked. Total player. Huh? Need another hottie in the crew? The girl looked super confused. Seeing her bro Leon hanging with a demon, why? Weird vibes? Demon Lord said she could think whatever. Pull inside. It's a long story. Crow shrugged. It is what it is. Walter, it's complex. Diana, still don't get it. Why embrace the chaos? Diana asked why he bailed to join a guild solo. His people were totally freaking out, thinking their lord ditched him in the tough times. Leon had zero excuses. Thanks for covering for me. Diana couldn't just leave Pullin hanging. Plus, she heard Leon would make a comeback soon. Leon asked if she had another reason for visiting. She came to check stuff cause time was ticking. Leon knew what the deal was, right? Diana made him lean in and slapped him. Wake up. Leon was clueless. What important thing? Diana rolled her eyes. The noble party, dummy. Every posh house got an invite to the big bash, and they had to go together. We're engaged. Remember? The butler nudged the young boss. Big fancy noble party coming up. Ooh, literal torture. The guy groaned, rolling his eyes. Can't big bro go? Why is this even a thing? Butler wasn't having it. The three dark families gotta show up, sir. Besides, it was the perfect chance to prove the Reinhardt baby wasn't a total social loser. Poland started getting Lord Marvis ready for the main event. Diana Varick was lurking nearby, judging the whole vibe. She's the Vica heiress, top-tier ally, and total rising star. Also, our heroes. Helen was so not having it. How could he? I thought he wasn't trash like the rest. Chilgur Diana sighed. The ring is just for show. Like I'd actually marry a kid. I have standards. I'm strictly into grown-ups with actual brains. The demon lord said her attitude. Crow muttered, "It's for the boss." Pullen spilled the tea. Leon and Diana have been fighting like frenemies since they were in diapers. Their families are BFFs, so they're basically stuck with each other. Leon was like, "Yo, mind letting go of my collar? A little personal space? Maybe?" Diana scoffed. "Thought becoming boss would change you. What a letdown. You're still the same brat." Leon fired back. "Only fakes change their personalities daily." "Sassy as ever," she smirked. "Go charm the scared peasants with that. Guess the apple really stuck to the tree, huh?" Then she zipped it, realizing she just dissed his dead dad. She spun around. "My bad. Didn't mean that." "Whatever," he shrugged. "Dad lived his way. I'm living mine." "You're so hard-headed." Diana rolled her eyes. "But you gotta go." She totally got where he was coming from. Mostly because she hated these boring parties too. But Marva's house crushed the Sylvesters, so they earned the title. Time to flex on the public and make some friends. Leon sighed. "Fine, you win." He knew the other big houses looked down on them anyway. Walter cheered, finally getting the rep you deserve. "Boss." Crow nodded. "Epic." "Boss knows how to pick him," Leon declared. "Alright, I'm crashing this party. The whole country is basically celebrating right now. Vibes are high." Someone asked, "Did the Sylvesters really flop?" Word on the street is Count Ellen got wrecked. Another guy asked, "Who beat him though?" "The Marvis crew took him down," came the reply. "Wait, Marv, thought they were circling the drain. Where'd they get the juice to pull that off?" The crowd spotted Leon von Marvis walking in. Finally, a chance to grill him face. "Way louder than I thought," Leon sighed. He still hated these fancy Diana rolled her eyes. "Same, but we gotta fake it. It's the noble thing to do." Leon smirked. "Thanks for the heads up." She'd known the guy forever, but lately, he was acting totally weird. He was so obsessed with his job as the head of the family that he'd literally wrestle a lion for his house right now. "Is that really his vibe?" Leon asked if the squad could handle themselves. Walter shrugged. "They aren't exactly shining bright like diamonds yet." Diana, a 14-year-old should worry about his own skills first. "Whatever," he shot back. "I still outrank you on the social ladder." Some random dude walked up to young Lord Marves and said hi. Leon raised a brow. "Can I help you with something?" "Nah, I'm good," the guy said. Skeptical. "Did you seriously beat Alan?" Even though he was just a count, in the noble world, his army was basically as buff as a whole Dutchy's force. The guy went on, "Heard some wild rumors about your win against Count Alan. Sounded pretty fishy to me." "What's fishy?" Leon asked. "You're just too cocky." The guy sneered. "My bad," he added, with fake politeness. "I just can't picture it. But hey, if the gossip isn't totally blown out of proportion ... I'd be down to see how your brain actually works in a fight." Leon shrugged. "I took Alan out. End of story. I wrecked Alan de Silvestra. That's it. Just doing my job as the boss. As for my not sharing that intel here, but get in my way, and you'll find out exactly how good I am." Young Lord Reineb watched the drama unfold from the side. Finally, he thought, some actual entertainment. The crowd whispered. "What's with all the noise over there? Looks like young Lord Marves is making a total clown of himself. That fam is already a joke." Someone snickered. Leon just stared them down. The demon lord scoffed. "Let them run their mouths all they want. It's all noise. Totally irrelevant." Leon cut it short. The guy smirked. "You're really pushing buttons, Marves. But if you're trying to trash the name of the Bella family, then I'm gonna have to check you right now." "I'm not trashing anyone," Leon said. "You're the one hating on my win." The guy snapped, claiming Lord Marvis just made a crazy comment that was basically a war declaration in their circle. Diana stepped in. "Okay, boys, take a chill pill. Lord Riva, you're from a branch family. You can't speak for the main house. You aren't even the area. Some reason, you're picking a fight with an actual duke. In our world, that's major disrespect," she added coldly. "You ready to face the law for that little slip-up?" Ravi scoffed. "One win, whatever, doesn't prove a thing. And that goes for you too. Princess Diana, don't get cocky." She rolled her eyes. "Ooh, terrifying. Or it would be, if you weren't such a total joke." Just then, some random guys strolled up to the drama and told Ravi to zip it. Ravi looked ready to explode. "Excuse me, who's trash-talking me from the cheap seats?" Leon watched Ravi's tough guy act crumble the second he spun around. Who was the new guy? He definitely rang a bell. "Brain glitching, Ravi." The guy sneered. "Forgot who owns you." Even the demon inside warned. "Danger." This dude was basically a walking red flag. Knox mused. "Should I wreck you right here? Make it a show?" Walter whispered. "Think Leon and Dee can handle this mess solo?" Poulin shrugged. "Shaky. It's their first big league party though." "Wow, you sound super confident." "Not. Look, the boss is way to chill sometimes. It stresses me out. Leon could trip into a scandal, and we'd be the last to know. Thank God Diana's babysitting him tonight. She's the only one who can keep him on a leash. So, what's the tea on the girl anyway? Besides the ring on her finger, honestly, zip, she gives off big sister vibes." Plus, the age gap is real. But hey, she raised our spacey boy. We owe her big time. It's giving family reunion more than hot date. Deanna's fine. She's not the ticking time bomb here. Rumor has it the sleeping dragon finally woke up for this party. Dragon? That's a new one for me, Walter muttered. Some cocky rich kid everyone treats like the plague. He's from the Dark Trio, Pullen explained. Alright, their rep totally crushes the Marva's crew these days. Nox von remember that. Nox glared. Memorize my name, if you want to keep your teeth. Ravi turned pale. My bad, he squeaked, swearing he wouldn't have run his mouth if he'd known. A Reinhorror VIP was standing right there. Nox dumped his wine over Ravi's head. Boring. Predictable. Oh, what a waste of vintage He balanced the empty glass on Ravi's stripping hair. Ravi shook, begging, please, let me go. I'm sorry. You guys know each other? Leon asked. Nox looked shook. You don't know me. That's Nox von Reinhorror, Diana Cuttin. He's the prince of the anti-hero squad. Big deal, family. And clearly, he skipped the class on manners. Nox raised a brow. I save you, and I get sass. Bold. He smirked at Leon. I have a feeling we're gonna be better. If it helps my fam. Leon shrugged. I'm game. Reinhover bragged he was the perfect family boss and was like, see ya soon. Diana scoffed. That guy is definitely the family She doubted they'd hang out much and told him to watch his back around him. Leon von Marvis asked, is that all the dirt you have on him? The Demon Lord noted, Reinhoar was kinda just like Lion deep down. A total genius. Completely unrivaled. Just like the contractor, sad he hides it by acting like a jerk. Leon was like, yeah, agreed. He'd never felt dark mana that thick and intense before. Crazy. The aide asked Nox why the boss helped the kid. She was totally shook. Her master usually ghosted on petty drama like this. Nux smirked. Just watch. You'll get it soon enough. Reinhor bet the whole continent would know his name any day now. Nox figured classy or trashy. It's gonna be a show worth watching. Reinhor wind. I'm totally beat. I just want to go home. Diana ordered Leon. Come on, stick with me. It's just for show, but playing looks better for the crowd. What now? Leon asked. Remember dancing basics? Dummy, she replied. Dad Mustaf taught him. Music hit, and they started swaying together. Diana noticed Leon actually had some moves trained into him. He still had that cute charm from back when they were kids. Not my type though, she teased. Excuse me. Leon blinked, confused. Don't overthink it, Diana said. Stop taking the steps so seriously. Just fake it. Make it look like you're actually dancing. Leon recalled Dad saying, always look cool, no matter what you do. He yanked her close, staring deep into her soul. Intense much? She thought, wow, still trying way too hard for the family rep. Did duty really require that much body contact? Seriously? Diana smirked. You're such a tryhard at everything, aren't you? She wished she could say the same, but she's kinda rusty these days. Zip it, she told Leon. That shut him up. Suddenly, guests freaked. What's that racket outside? A brawl at a fancy party. Don't they know that ruins the vibe? Someone whispered. Not a fight. Just a total one-sided beat. They saw Pullen kneeling. Walter guarded him with a sword drawn. Facing them stood some guy packing heat. Diana demanded, explain this mess. Lord Rebo was the one who started it. He smirked. Lady Ver, perfect timing. Honestly, I won't ask twice, she snapped. Why the drama? Ravi blinked. Big attitude for a girl with no backup. Huh? The Demon Lord went. This guy, ... thinks he's hot stuff since the White Wolf left the scene. Nobles are nuts? Leon glared at Reba. Spill. What did my guy do? Rivi froze, totally tongue-tied and clueless. His aide whispered. Bus, you okay over there? Rivi snapped, screaming at him to shut his trap immediately. Rivi remembered this dude being a total joke, just a useless clown. Walter claimed these fancy parties were just lame excuses for rich kids to hook up and network with their squad. Poulin nodded. With the Marvis rep in the trash, they really needed this. Plus, he pointed out, they totally owed Lady Diana one. Bringing their guy along was super chill of her. Walt guessed they were tight. Duh, Poulin said. They've been besties forever. Rivi sneered. You losers, with House Marvis too? Poulin blinked. Two creeps were blocking the path. Why was the Barella air tripping like this? The dude sounded toxic. But why start drama? Big talk for a tiny butler. Rivi scoffed, waving Coleman over. Walt looked back. Some armed goon was closing in. Wreck him, Rivi barked. Coleman looked shook. At the Duke's crib, that was crazy risky. Trash nobles, get wrecked. Rivi spat, quit, yeah. Coleman glared at them. Disobey and you're toast. Real knights draw their blades. Bro, don't take the bait, Poulin hissed. We can't handle the heat. Mr. Marveus doesn't need more stress. Bam. Poulin took a gut punch and yelped. He crumbled, hugging his belly. I'm good. Worry about the boss. Walt looked up. The enemy was way too close. He whipped his sword out, ready to rumble. I won't let Mr. Marvis down. Gotta protect Poulin. He's fam, just like the boss. Ray smirked at the mess on the floor. Too bad that loyalty is gonna get you wrecked. Coleman swung, but Walt blocked it. Then Diana showed up. What is this circus? What could Lord Reba even say to that? The crowd whispered, that Bella jerk starting beef again? Time to see if that win against Sylvestus was just luck. Teased. Obvious. The kid's too weak to fight, right? Rivy grilled our hero. Up for a little sparring match. Let's give him a show. Leo nodded. You're on. Coleman stalked toward Leon. Blade out. Leon sighed. I expected better from you. Walt. Sorry. Boss Walt mumbled. I snapped. Leon shook his head. Not what I meant. Coleman lunged, swinging wild at Leon. Leon's sides. Coleman froze. Got suddenly leaking red. Blink, and you'd miss it. Everyone stared. Jaws dropped. Did that actually just happen? Leon looked at Walt. Next time, fight harder for Pouland. Yeah. He was like, listen up. Here's the one golden rule of how smart. Right then, Coleman's legs turned to jelly, and he face-planted hard. Boom. Zombies everywhere. One popped up behind Ravi blade at his neck. Leon was chill but deadly. Push us, and we'll wreck everyone. Zero doubt. That goes for our cash flow and our people's safety. Don't mess with it. Dude made it clear. He didn't care who tried to block his path. Even if it got dangerous, everyone had to stick to the script. Ravi shrieked. Is Leon seriously disrespecting me right now? Saw the prince, panicked, hit the floor, and started blubbering. Sorry. Whoops, Reba stammered. Had no clue royalty was crashing the party. Prince Alan waved it off. Skip the boring ceremony stuff, dude. Ravi gushed. Oh my god. You actually remember my name? Huge honor. The prince cut in. Yeah, zip it. I'm done listening to you. Alan smirked. Saw your little drama earlier. Kinda funny, actually. Reva blinked. You mean the beef between Marvis and Prince nodded. Yup. I'm super nosy, so spill the tea immediately. Why'd those shady families team up to dunk on you? Reba. Crazy, they're BFFs all of a sudden. Seems pretty sus to me. Plus, heard some weird rumors about Marvis winning that noble war. Reva nodded vigorously. Totally weird, right? I agree. Alan grinned. Help me out, and we'll expose their secret plot. Rivy. Figured since Reinhor dipped, Marvis was just a harmless kiddie. One word from the prince, and the kid is absolute toast. No way he was letting this golden chance slide by. Prince says jump, he jumps. But zombie trouble looming. Realizing he messed up, he blurted out, hey, wait a sec. IT's totally messed up for a house lord to ignore this? Why is a big shot stepping into a fight between random lackeys? Leon glared. You see servants? I see my loyal crew. Revy frowned. Okay, but why go nuclear just for them? Leon shrugged. Like I said, hurt them, we destroy you. No Leon turned his back on the loser and marched off with his zombies. Walter, get Paul to a medic. Like yesterday? Go. Diana sighed. I'm with you, Leon, but maybe chill out now. That guy's a total nobody. He can't actually hurt how smart. Making a huge scene here is terrible PR for us. Smart move. Walk away before this blows up in our faces. Suddenly, a goon grabbed Diana. Knife at her neck, Rivy cackled. So, Mr. Marv, what is your big master plan now? Huh. Back off right now or I'll end this little charade for real. Rivy, don't want your pretty little toy getting damaged? Do ya? Leon almost laughed. Diana, a toy. Dude needs glasses. I'm the sidekick. I know you won't let a single hair on her head get messy. So recall your zombies and get lost. Lord Leon asked if he really had to repeat himself. Reba harassed his crew for zero reason. And now he's threatening Diana. Big mistake. Is this guy's brain actually missing? Leon hinted he had hands to spare. Reva suddenly felt the vibe check fail. Leon was like, you trying to trash Diana's rep on purpose? Demon Lord yelled, hurry it up. Silence usually means he's guilty. Leon nodded. Gotcha. Silence equals guilt. Smart stuff. He shrugged. Guess that means it's game over for him then. Revy screamed, then I'm taking the girl down with me. But Diana snatched his blade and poked him right in the neck. Savage. Leon totally ignored that and went back to spawning zombies. The minion dropped. Reva realized he was completely cooked. Diana was just like, wait, how's this even real? She knew he leveled up, but didn't expect him to be this. Demon Lord teased. Diana blinked. Say what now? Fluffy added. This is definitely a new look for him. Never seen the guy show this much drama on his face before. Guests panicked to crime. Here, and Marvis used dark magic. His magic looked sketchy, but definitely terrifying. High society only ever saw Marvis in two specific modes. Scary, powerhouse, or total loser. The prince watched it all unfold. He watched Leon's squad of undead swarm around him. Alan started clapping like a total fanboy. That was one heck of a performance, Leon. He cheered. Leon replied, pretty sure everyone else hated it though. Prince has weird taste. He laughed. I'm not even mad. Actually, I'm kinda hyped, because I just, saw, OG, necromancy, come back to Arkham with my own eyes. That skill was dead cause your ancestors were total noobs. Prince asked how Leon managed to unlock, what nobody else could figure out before him. They call me gifted, but Leon shrugged. Not for me to say, I just know this power stopped me from getting wrecked. That's why, I'm the boss of the Marvis's house. Now, Prince smirked, hope that magic doesn't turn against the royals. Leon shot back, and I hope nobody messes with my family either. Demon Lord was like, my guy is absolute fire. Lots of nobles gonna come crying with complaints soon, but that power flex shut him up for a bit. Time to buff our stats, the kid asked. So, what's the move? Fluffy warned, Prince is definitely up to no good. My nose, dude reeks of demon magic. Just like me. Leia nodded, yeah, I'm picking up some seriously bad vibes. Definitely a demon. Eventually, the drama died down. No drama from Barl's crew. I just headed back to base. Demon boss thinks, Prince Louis swept it under the rug. Dude scheming. Leon warned, things are gonna get hairy. We gotta fill the piggy bank, considering the massive debt and the mansion's makeover bill. Time to listen to Diana. We need a math whiz. Stat. D said my budget fixes. Just dig a deeper money pit. No way I'm leaving. A legacy of Iowa. Crow piped up with a plan. Bro, just become a top tier neck. Pay bills forever. Boss said Crow is officially nuts. He won't let his partner be a loan shark ATM for life. Helen asked, can we afford help? Pros aren't cheap anywhere on the map. Leon admitted, we gotta spend to save. Boss said, focus on the now. People. Gotta lose some to win some later. Leon said he'd hunt for a worthy money manager. I suggested blasting out a help wanted ad. Nobles, peasants, who cares? If they got skills, they're hired. Plus, I'd prefer someone low-key and cheap. Fluffy called me cheap. Crow flipped out. Don't roast the boss for being thrifty. Boss sighed, we spend a fortune on your snacks. Crow squawked, that's my travel bonus. Deal with it. Leon told Helen, go get pulled. Team meeting time. Prince Alan thought, this kid's wild. We're more alike than he knows. The prince hit a demon mark on his chest. Townies checked out the new flyer in the square. Marvis needs a treasurer. With what money? Says the boss will hire any rondo with skills. But most folks here can't read. Can't trust them with the books. A girl looking for work walked up to the board. Meanwhile, Leon was hosting his daily team huddle. Boss said, we need a finance pro. We're offering a whopping 1 gold coin salary. Pole noted, it's all we got. Guys, since the royals are watching, we can't cash in on that battle win. Even though Leon made bank, it all went to debt collectors. Leon confirmed, we only have 100 gold coins left. That's barely a month's rent. Crow panicked. Crisis mode? Crow wanted a contract too. Leon still owed him those premier nuts. Walter figured plenty of folks were thirsty for the treasurer gig. Gotta grill M before hiring M. Right? Leon vibed with that. Yapping wasn't gonna fix anything. Time for moves. He was ready to scope out the applicants. The tryouts were set for the training ground. The square was packed with peeps waiting for the show to start. She spun around. Someone had totally just shoved her on purpose. Some dude behind her was like, you got a problem with me? He was shook. His competition was this peasant trash. Seriously. Ooh! Elsa Dane, third son. Same small town. Major headache. Total creep who's been stalking her for ages. She sensed a clinger. None of your business what I'm doing. Elsa smirked. As if I wouldn't care. Can't let my wifey run off. What's going on in that head? Siren. She swatted his arm away. He sneered. You're too low-born to just reinvent yourself, sweetie. Siren snapped back. Do you think a fancy title means you own everything? Actually, yeah. Elsa shrugged. I'm getting what I want. Siren glared. I'm not your property. I'll outshine you anyway. Who cares about bloodlines? That doesn't make me weak. I write my own script. Elsa laughed. Like you're useful to a noble house. You're only good for warming the boss's bed. Still an upgrade from a loser like you, she fired back. That triggered him. He swung a fist, aiming for her face. Whoosh! Crazy energy blasted past him. Elsa froze. What the heck? Leon Van Marve stepped up. Whoa! Lots of drama here. Love the energy, but I'm not dealing with riots today. Leon hopped on the podium to introduce himself. Let's get this show on the road, the boss announced. He wanted to pick the new manager ASAP. The demon lord eyed Siren. Finally, someone who didn't suck. Maybe not a total waste. Thanks to his demon deal, he had a hack. A creepy stare that led him peek right into souls. Classic demon stuff. Demons spot your weakness, hype you up, then wreck you. Once you mind cracks, you're basically toast. No exit. Next up on his radar, that feisty girl. Her vibe was tough, stronger than everyone else here, combined. Leon shouted, all right, Manager tryouts, start now. First challenge, figure out how screwed we are. Everyone got a map of the Marvis turf and the neighbors. The dude figured the whole room knew they were totally broke. But since they had connections with noble crowds, they could maybe sell some loot and bounce back. He claimed 10 minutes was plenty of time to whip up a genius fix for their drama. Siren squinted hard at the map. They tossed her way. She clocked Marvis on the southern edge of the world instantly. Zero good loot to trade there, except one lonely mine. But digging takes cash, and their wallet was empty. Plus, 0 workers. Alcar watched her like a hawk. She knew dragging teens out to this nowhere spot would be tough. Hiring epic knights or mages was totally out. Since they had no budget, she hunted for one silver lining. Alcar bet she would figure out fast that a peasant scrub didn't belong with the elites. Alcar stared at the map too, trying not to zone out. The other guy thought looking was a total waste of time. Leon said, bail if you want, or give me a real idea. Sombra raised a hand to shoot his shot. He strutted up front and pointed at the map. Marvis was basically a fortress with a tiny backyard attached to it. Nothing to farm there. Then the guy had a brain blast. There's a barely touched mine in those hills. Why don't we just dig super deep? Could be loaded with bling and gems, right? Leon asked who was going to pay for that adventure. The guy didn't know the budget but hoped for the best. Or we could just, mooch some cash off the capital or a guild. Leon went. And if begging for loans is a no, the dude didn't think of that? Leon called for the next person. Siren piped up. I got this. Totally. A YOLO moment. She had to grab the chance before it vanished. She felt the haters staring. The guys were confused. Why is a kid girl even hanging out here? Marvis must be desperate to let someone like her in. Their drama started way before this guy took charge. Just how the cookie crumbles? Honestly, Leon used his spooky demon gaze. She passed the vibe check. He saw raw talent in her. A total diamond in the rough. Leon agreed to listen but asked for her info first. She said, names, Siren. Admitted she was just a stray from the shelter. The talent spotting skill was a sweet perk of the demon deal. Finally, the contract felt like a win, not a scam. Fluffy said, I gotta boss around and babysit a ton of minions now. Only way to snag back some rep from my ancestor, the OG Lord of Lost Souls. He admitted he didn't doubt the boss. But hiring random scrubs off the street? Hard pass. To fix this house, we need MVPs, not NPC. Demon Lord gave him a cheat code to spot the winners. Leon checked the mirror. Whoa, new skill unlocked. Glowing eyes? Yeah, safe to assume. His peepers could pick out the real homies now. Fluffy said epic talent equals blinding sparkles. Leon peeked outside at the night's grinding exp. Demon Lord asked, spot the diff yet? Leon saw a whole disco. White, red, orange, the works. Boss noted. Brighter glow means bigger potential. Got it. Target the ones shining like lead. He was like, one more cue. Cool powers. But can we actually untrash house? Who's even on my roster right now? Fluffy smirked. You'll figure it out, kid. Demon Lord just wanted to enjoy the show. He spotted a faint gold aura around Serene. Boss said rare black glows meant shady vibes. Leon figured that fit this situation perfectly. Serene thought, Dawn showed. She decided to roast the house's current state. Like Boas said, we make 0 cool stuff and have nothing to sell. So, mission number 1 is ... Get that cash flowing. The crowd gasped. Old news, right? What does a pleb know anyway? She should just rage quit instead of wasting time. Leon shushed him. Cut the drama and yap it. Reminded M, they were all still on trial runs. Serene pointed out, the old mine was actually legit. But with no workers, it's just a hole in the ground. Problem is, we got 0 strong dudes moving here. Why not use the Lord's zombie army? They won the war, right? Leon's necro skills aren't just for fighting. The crowd was shook. For real, wasting the Lord's mana on manual labor? Gert doesn't get that. Nobles hate getting their hands dirty. Serene spoke her mind and waited for Leon to drop the hammer. She knew the boss man's only wish was to make House Marvis great again. But playing by the rules. Nah, that wouldn't cut it on a tight deadline. Serene hit him with a trust me. Bro, I'm worth it. Leon flashed a badge. Congrats, kid. You passed. They'd chat about her crazy scheme later, though. The other guys were shook. Like, seriously, how'd she ace it with ideas they totally missed? Big oof. Everyone else tried to impress him, but nope. Epic fail. Sun goes down. Vibes get spooky. Pool yelled. Round 1 for the admin gig is over. Folks, part 2. Just a chill, one-on-one vibe check. Everyone scattered. Serene gripped her token, totally freaking out. Did she actually win? Yeah, but the game ain't over yet. Can't chill now? Still gotta prove she's the MB. Night falls, she's walking home alone. Classic horror movie setup. Sarian sensed, for creeps stailing her, Uha fans. She grabbed her knife. A crowd out here. Yeah, trouble's brewing. Then some dude sneaks up and tries to grab her. Guy goes for the throat. 0, chill. Air supply cutting off. She's caught. Not cool! Then Elsa pops up like a bad rash. Know your place, he sneered. Quit it, she gasped. He smirked. But I dig your scared face. Gross. Screaming for help out here, total waste of breath. There's an easy fix. Elsa grinned. Hand over the token, and quit. Serene's vibe. Never. She yanked free and shoved the goon away. Blade out. She dared Elsa to try it. Jerk grabs her arm, trying to disarm her. My future wifey needs manners. He mocked. He whistled, and more creeps stepped out. Relax, boys, he said. She'll live. The squad charged her. Boom. Dark magic fills the air. Everyone froze. Leon arrived. Must I wreck my own people? He sighed. Snap guess, I have to, ... Double quotes, ... Do the Lord thing and take out the trash. Zombies popped up. The bullies screamed like babies. Boss Serene blinked. What are you doing here? Just doing my CO duties. Leon shrugged. Recruiting talent is my job. Keeping them alive, also, my job. Also, dude, hit the floor, shaking. Sorry, so sorry. Didn't know she was your fave, he stammered. His minions bailed. Only the main loser stayed, begging hard. Leon blinked intentions. Was this dude for real? Talk about jumping to wild conclusions. Leon figured Elsa was out to hurt his pal. Elsa swore he'd look away. You're nuts, Leon scoffed. Leon bet if anyone else had stepped up for the girl, Elsa would've sixed his goons on him. Leon just had one burning question. You only bully the weak and fear the strong. Elsa begged the boss for forgiveness again. Spare me. Swish went the skeleton's blade. Obvious answer, Leon shrugged. Why listen to him? Leon flexed his weird powers to get the win. Talking to the girl, he noted that after all that drama, she deserved a break. The demon lord sold Leon wreck. The guy publicly, for House Marves, I'll do whatever it takes, Leon said. Poulin noted the kid had a serious temper. He's gone. Don't worry. Crow cheered, removing trash. Keep this up, and humanity gets cut in half. Leon grinned. Glad that mess is sorted. Leon welcomed Siren to the Marva's crew. Thanks, I'll try hard. But drop the miss, she said. No stiffness needed. Leon just liked being polite. Did B&I seriously weird her out? Poulin told her to just ignore it. His chat style isn't like other snobby nobles. Walter admitted the respect shocked him at first, too. You'll adapt. Leon shifted to important stuff. New boss Siren had a ton of work ahead. He dug her idea to use zombies for farming and building. Siren gave thanks, and admitted she wasn't sure if it'd actually work. Need a test run, Leon said. That's on me. He's the boss. He decides what the ghouls do. Leon just needed her smart advice, nothing else. He'd handle making it happen on the grounds. Siren stared. This guy was insanely chill. Who knew a kid could talk so smooth? She guessed he had to grow up super fast after killing his own dad? Yikes. Leon asked Lady Siren if she had questions. She was hyped to help Marvis get famous again. Helen warned Fox to quit sniffing around the boss. Siren smirked. A guy at a big table heard the news. He thought fixing House Marvis was a waste of time. The sidekick was like, yo boss, listen up, ... Fam's been talentless noobs for ages. Total flop. Thought we were permabanned from greatness. Then the kid goes, found a cheat code. The genius mode unlocked. Let's speedrun this plan. Siren jumps in. First quest on the daily list. Let's crack open a mine on the Marvis server. Going to need the stats on your zombie squad. Unit count and battery duration. Basically, she wants limits. Poulin asks, why not farming? Why is zombie mining the main priority? Siren, cause cash rules everything. Fastest loot grind? Crow is totally vibing with the report. The money logic hits different. Sirenized the fluff. One of the set looks like a plushie. Mining is sketchy business. Straight up. One slip and it's game over for the workers. But the rare loot drop chance is insane. With zombies, who cares if they get squished? Helen asks. So living dudes don't gotta grind. And no chance of a cavern disaster for us. Siren nods. Yup, but gotta scan the map first. See what shiny stuff is actually worth the cash? Farming is valid. Don't get me wrong. But for max a row on our coin, gotta sell the premium items. Leon's like, big brain energy right there. Totally down to flex his power level first. She thinks his last demo was just a tutorial. Nowhere near his final form or full potential. Demon Lord. Kid's cracked, way more OP than that. Walter, he's gonna wreck your expectations. She suggests skipping the intro cussing. The squad's hype level was kinda wild. But hey, Pixar it didn't happen. Leon needs a bigger map. Siren's absolutely shook. One dude? That mob? Only used half my imp. The Demon Lord had to remind the newbie. Bro, we are digging holes, not graves. Too many minions. Crow, that's a whole army. Never seen a necro go this hard before. Siren, what is the battery life on this crew? Leon, 6 hours. 10, if I nerf the spawn count. Siren's brain melts. Most mages can't handle one unit. Summoning usually drains the stamina bar to 0. Walter was like, yo, that dude is a legit pro mage. Leon was like, demo done? Cool, let's hit the mines. Bro, totally thought in. Undead squad is trash unless they're Alan said, all this dark magic needs to go. So Elder helping out would be totally clutch. Gotta stop their clout. Elder said he'd recommend easy win. Prince Alan said, cool, sounds good. Heard Marva's fam is too broke to run mines. Gotta make sure they stay broke. Girl nearby heard the prince spilling the tea. She figured her bro blocked Marva's war cash. It was Princess Penelope. Y'all. Aide told her Alan is plotting bad stuff for Marva. Caging dark bloodlines is harsh but needed. Echidna, lighthouse heir, was her best. Princess agreed. It's weird. Wise bro obsessed. Echidna was wondering too. Penelope said they gotta snoop on his plans. Can't let him be king? Echidna was like, bet. She said she'd make it happen. Zombies grinded. No breaks. Because of the hustle, they got tons of gems. Leon asked if that's enough. Siren said, yup. She said, it covers the first spills. Once the mine maxes out, the fam is rich again. Leon said he was low-key jealous of Siren. She was shook. He respects skills he lacks. He was being totally real. No cap. Leon knew Siren would be the MVP soon. Days later, zombies were still grinding hard. The gem pile just kept growing. Diana saw the loot and was super hyped. What are those? She asked. Leon goes, sapphires. She asked how he got so many gems so fast. Leon thanked the zombies and his new helper. Her idea. Totally. Siren walked up. Diana asked if she manages the cash. Now, Siren said yes but admitted she's new to this. Diana didn't care where she came from. Diana asked, how'd you think to use zombies? Then she said she'd hire her at Voracious. Leon was like, no way. He ain't letting Diana steal his crew. Diana laughed. Chill, I was just kidding. Liana was totally digging his new helper. Poulin panicked about Vicious guarding all that bling. Poulin wind that they had 0 skilled workers and were totally screwed because of it. Diana flexed that they'd handle it SL. She even pitched a deal. Leon von Marvis asked, so, what's the damage? The girl wanted dibs on selling Marva gems to the other fancy houses. Those rocks are seriously top tier, no cap. Every rich girl on the continent will be begging for them soon. Serene stepped in. Hey Diana, run those deets by me first. Serene added that before chatting, you need to see the goods? Diana's cool with that, right? Diana gave props to Leon's hiring skills. You got it? She agreed. She wasn't going to rob poor Leon blind when he's already broke. Diana said sorry for cutting in and was ready to face the music. Leon von Marves claimed it wasn't punishment, but a prize. Siren was saving their butts. Poulin wanted to sign the contract as soon as they saw samples and figured if it was worth it. Diana said Verachouse would eat the fees to be nice. Serene was like, you're a saint, thanks a ton. Leon stared at a fat sack of gold, right there. Deal signed, sealed, and delivered. Marva's house could finally pay down some debt. Poulin cheered that it covered 1/5 of what they owed the sleepers. Demon Lord wasn't shocked. He smells talent a mile away. Walter busted in. Emergency? He yelled from the door. The dam at the north gate is totally busted. If we don't fix it, everyone's drowning fast. Leon pointed at the cash. Use that to fix the dam. Stat. Leon then told Poulin to ping the guild. They needed cash again. Dude needed a big payday quest. Next day rolled around. Leon hoped he'd bounce back quick. He needed major gold to fix this mess. The crew waved goodbye, praying he comes back safe. Demon Lord said the boss had to go solo this time. Gotta level up his zombie commanding skills? Pollen's stuck guarding the crib while they're gone. Crow told Poulin to chill. It's for his own good too. Walter asked, boss, you sure you don't want him tagging along? Leon said Walter's on safety duty. This might take forever. Leon checked the quest specs. Silver rank or higher only. Don't try this. If you're weak, fail, and you're dead. Target, the lair of Terrell, that total alchemist nut. The gig is sniffing out his secret lab hidden inside the creepy old catacombs and ending that weirdo. Get the deets at the Hermit Mage School before entry. Just hit up a researcher named Lanny for the scoop. She was praying the next newbie wouldn't totally flop. Sick of sending people to their doom. You know? Rick asked why the gloom. She blamed the alchemy gig. Then it clicked for Richard. She was stressing about that poor dude she hired from the guild. She hoped a real pro would step up this time around. Rick was like, Rally's got this. She'll find a winner. She trusted him, but this kid seemed way too young. Heard the applicant was just a 14-year-old boy. Name she said it's a kid named Leon von Mar. Rick figured the little lord definitely had some guts. Pretty brutal quest for just a silver badge holder. She asked if Richard actually knew the kid. Oh yeah, he grinned. She asked, is he capable? She almost bailed. Rick said, nah, don't worry. Just let the whole thing play out naturally. Dude's solid. Not a crybaby, running home to mommy. Leon and Helen strolled down the path as planned. She asked if saving her and Sis was his big mission. Leon shrugged. Yeah, guess that sounds about right. The Skillmaster called being undead a fresh start. Helen was grateful. They dug living. Even like this. Their old life serving the Lord. Hardly a life at all. So maybe they weren't breathing in the literal sense, but at least their vibes were finally free. Couldn't be happier. Helen hinted she wanted him. She waited to see what Leon would say to that move. Interested. The Demon Lord told her to back off. Kid won't date anyone for decades. Trust me. Your little tricks won't work on him at all. Marva pointed. Look at him. Total dead fish eyes. Helen couldn't even argue with that roast. Sun was dipping, so they decided to pitch camp there. Demon Lord asked, why take a job from that maniac? Leon was like, it paid the most. That's literally it. Fluffy rolled his eyes. Spill the real tea. Kid, stop playing me. Demons know when you're lying. Leon sighed. Fine. My dad visited me in a dream. He tossed me an amulet and dropped some knowledge. Said we'd meet up again when the timing's right. Leon admitted he was busting his hump to fix House Marves's rep, but honestly, he was totally clueless on the how part. Talk about flying blind without a map. Since they were hitting up the Magic Academy anyway, the kid realized he had one burning question. He needed to grill that magic spurt dragon. Specifically about what weird hex his dad had slapped on him, and how to trigger their big reunion. Marvis got the vibe, but broke it to him. Even a big-shot demon can't spoil the future. Then Marvis added, plus, I've got a bone to pick with Richard. The demon couldn't actually recall if he'd spilled the tea on Leon's pop before. But get this, Rune knew way ahead of time that Leon's uncle was basically walking him to his doom. Still, the guy embraced the Reaper like a total boss. Leon realized his old man had totally seen his own game over coming. Marvis nodded, but added that Rune probably didn't guess his ending would be that gnarly. Because of that, the demon was dying to know the real deets. Why not Bolt? And what exactly was he protecting so hard? Did he make some desperate wish right before the guillotine dropped? The Demon Lord told his contractor to chill out. By the time this road trip ended, they'd have all the answers. Marvis assured the kid he had the guts to handle the truth. Leon figured those exact guts were what got his dad killed in the first place. But Kursul and Sylvester, too weak to flip the script on him openly. He wasn't some op sorcerer, sure, but he was still the first guy in ages to hear the master's voice. Rune didn't deserve to get iced by those losers. Marvis wondered why he welcomed death so casually. Maybe the prize he was chasing was actually waiting in the afterlife. Step by step, our hero finally rolled up to the creepy castle at the mountain's base. He stepped inside, and Marvis announced, we're finally here. Kid, behold, the HQ for the Hermit Magician School. The whole place screamed ancient magic vibes. Leon said they needed to hunt down their VIP client stat. Marvis asked, you got more than a name? Like I to know an address. A girl popped up, asking his business. Not to be rude, she said, but this isn't a playground. Basically, she was telling him to Then Richard trotted down the stairs, telling Lord Leon to quit stalling and come on in. The girl blinked. Wait, was this kid actually a guest of the big boss? But seriously, why did he look like a junior high student? Richard clarified that Leon was a VIP and demanded some respect on his name. The Adventurers Guild sent him here to fix a little glitch they had. She quickly apologized for being clueless and offered to show him around. The Demon Lord scoffed, thinking these humans were total She knew squat, yet looked at him like he was floor dirt. Marvis added, worst part, that nerdy bookworm Richard is actually vouching for him. Richard then introduced our hero to Lonnie, a school She gave a quick sup. Lonnie couldn't believe they handed this mission to such a tiny rookie, but since the boss hyped him up, she just rolled with it. Leon asks, yo, what's the vibe with this mission? Richard smirks. Kid's blunt as a hammer. Huh? Let's spill the tea inside, Richard says, waving him in. Lonnie, wait, gotta drop a serious warning first? This quest, she says, way harder than the tag claims. Leon, cityizer. Bet the Demon Lords are clueless too. I'll listen, Leon shrugs. Then decide if I'm bailing. Leon realized Lonnie had totally scammed the guild board, lowering the rank to save cash. But weirdly, she just decided to dump the whole ugly truth on him right there. She's baiting him with loot. Is the target an Terrell, fallen mage, alchemy, nerd gone rogue? Lonnie nods. Yep. So I won't be stingy with the payout. If word got out, nobody would touch this gig. I'm broke, she admits. Richard's like, don't look at me. Keeping that for a last resort. Leon looks shook. Why spoil the secret now? Should have kept your mouth shut till the end, right? Can't prank decent folks, Lonnie sighs. Bad karma. Plus, we might actually catch a dove. You walked this far. You want the loot? Right. Leon rolls his eyes. Just admit, it's a trap, not a job. Richard jumps in. If it's that doomed, just pay the man. He's totally sure. Leon will grab the cash and crush the mission. Easy. Leon nods. You know it. Don't care about danger, Leon says. Just the paycheck. Money isn't everything, Lonnie cries. You could die. She doesn't know his stats, but she knows this is way harder than a silver badge run. Because Terrell isn't just a guy. He's a literal monster getting buffed every single day. My bad, Lonnie mumbles. I kinda caused his downfall. She feels super cringe dragging a kid into this mess. Leon stares. Wow, she actually cares. That's new. Target's getting OP. Chill, Leon says. I got this. He'll handle it. Later, Lonnie's up late, who turns down extra gold? Is he crazy? She replays the adventurer's chill-out speech. Dude promised to take out the trash. If the boss trusts him, he's a beast. Like that gray-haired kid? Lonnie flashes back to how her buddy tried to chill her out. Just a nosebleed fem. He said he lacks her talent. But hey, he's an alchemist too. He was dead set on proving hard work beats raw talent in the lab. Flower Boy thanked the stars above for their lucky meet. The couple just wanted their romance to go on forever and ever. That way they'd skip the nightmare drama and not get stuck in a slum life, getting treated like criminals for no reason. Lonnie had zero clue why Terrell was tripping out like that. Seriously, she didn't get why he ghosted her and bailed. Downtown, Lonnie cornered our hero to ask for a solid. She basically begged to tag along on his trip. She claimed the hidden crypts were but with her help, Leon wouldn't be walking in circles. The demon lord figured she wasn't lying. She knew her stuff, and he'd see she was a pro soon enough. Leon thought this girl was basically a walking emotional storm, which was actually a perk. He figured she wouldn't run from a fight, but square up instead. Leon was down with it, and said she could roll with him. But there was one rule. He said, no matter what crazy stuff went down, she stays anon. Zip it, lock it. Lonnie couldn't spill the beans to anyone. She was like, deal. Wondered what wild secrets he was hiding to be so paranoid. Leon said, let's bounce then. He had debts to pay. Fast, or else he'd be stuck with Lady Carlin's babysitters. Dude literally begged not to get ditched like that. Lonnie was it. Terrell snapped out of it, sitting in the dirt. Thought he'd ditched his boring life regrets ages ago. But, looks like he's still got miles to go. He grabbed the booster and shot the serum right into his arm. Terrell said the demon meetup was waiting. He needed clout. Had to prove he's legit. Terrell was ready for whatever. Nothing else mattered to him at all. Decided he needed extra demon juice to level up his stats. Lonnie was shook. He knew the way without even pausing. Impel Forest is crazy, huge, and super thick. Most peeps get lost the second they step inside. She figured he had a cheat code or something. Leon broke her focus. Yo, why are you spacing out? Lonnie thought he caught her staring, but no need to give her the death stare for it. Wait, the creepy vibe wasn't coming from him. Mage senses tingling bad vibes were behind her. A ghost. Alicia popped up, armed. She went full berserk on the spook. Lonnie couldn't believe her eyes. Can you really bonk a ghost with a regular weapon? Textbooks say only holy gear works on this stuff. Though, Elijah gave a shy smile. Nice to meet ya. Secrets aren't really my vibe. Leon shrugged. This is Alicia, my super religious sidekick, and my undead minion. Leon added. Yeah, I see the dead look, Lonnie said. Wait, you're a necromancer. Lonnie blinked. The demon lord laughed. Isn't it obvious? Sorry for not dropping the news sooner, Leon said. Leon von Marvis. He offered a hand. My bad. Had no clue, Lonnie mumbled. I should have guessed. I don't need fancy titles, Leon replied. Lonnie rolled her eyes. Total rich snob energy. Don't diss my family name, though, Leon warned. Scratch that. Lonnie decided he's a total tyrant, hanging with evil ghosts. Huge, red flag. Hiring him might be a fatal error. Jill Marvis said, I'm way cooler than my boss. Big talk for a furball. Krosnick. Lonnie stared. The fluff and the freak were fighting? Alicia piped up. Lord Marvin. Did. You say don't panic for nothing. They bicker like toddlers, but they're harmless. Honestly, this girl scared Lonnie the most. Back to work. Leon cut in. Huge magic vibes here. Definitely a trap though. Catacombs don't leak mana like that, Lonnie said. Can they even track us? She asked. Duh, Marvy scoffed. This kid's my chosen contractor, remember? Necro heirs always find their targets. If true, his mana sense is totally insane. Lonnie gasped. Did Sir Richard know all along? Why a trap? Lonnie asked. What's the deal? Leon sighed. First off, the magic flow never stops. Total bait. Distraction tactic. Weird. Terrell was an alchemist. Now he's basically just a demon dude. Alchemy's cheap on mana but takes forever to prep. Let's scour the place. He's gonna try to stop us. Leon said. Let's roll. He sparked up his magic spears. Elijah blocked the beasts. Lion, watch out. Alicia yelled. Don't sweat it. I'm good. He shot back. Always ready to brawl. Helen, you're up. Leon shouted. These pups staring at my boss. Helen fumed. Time for school. Losers. Helen cracked her chains, snagged the beasts in one go. That collar? Totally there. Look, she teased. Leon gave props. Nice witch work. Crow and I got the cleanup. Only half the usual mess, Leon noted. Efficient? He dug it. Crow smirked. Just warming up. Boss. Lonnie blinked. Wait. Leon does magic now. Guess he's not just a zombie summoning pony anymore. Then our hero flexed his mojo. Looked totally unreal. Crazy juice for a 14-year-old kid. Leon nodded. Helen blushed. Anything for you, sir? No sweat. Crow piped up. See, a loyal minion beats a lazy hairball that just growls. Marvis huffed. Hey, I'm the brains here. Okay. Leon frowned. Feels like bait. They want us close. Terrell spotted the squad. Lonnie here? How? He figured she'd show up. Fate's a jerk like that. Tarl sighed. My life's yours, but don't get cocky. I ain't dying easy. Gonna prove Lonnie wrong first. Terrell whispered, come get me, sweetheart. They rolled into the temple. This is the spot, Hero thought. Someone made this path a total pain on purpose. Leon grumbled. Marva poked a tracker. Old school alchemy tech. Fancy his work? Lonnie sighed. Terrell shirk style. Dude was a total alchemy nerd back in school. Great timing, Leon smirked. So, you and Terrell a thing. He hinted they were way more than work buddies. Lonnie rolled her eyes. Knew you'd ask eventually. Why tag along? Spill the tea on our target, Leon pressed. That Terrell shirk guy went to hermit school. That's all we knew. Demilord glared. Spit it out, elf. What's waiting for us? Lonnie nodded. Okay, I hear you. Fair enough. You deserve the real story. Walk and talk time. Here's the drama with their shock value. We were hitched. Husband and wife. War orphan life. Then Lord Richard adopted me. Sweet deal. One walk. I got scared and tugged Richard's robe like a tot. Mage was like, what's the matter, kid? Saw bullies pounding an elf kid. Lunch, money, shakedown. Richard eyed the victim. Huh, interesting kid. He goes, no fear, no tears. Dude was totally broken inside. I begged Richard. Can we keep him, please? He asked if I felt bad. I said, pity ain't enough. Want him saved? Give me a real reason, he said. Forget feelings. Sell me on why this kid matters. Like looking for an excuse to enroll Lonnie into his school. She claimed the kid would make a great bouncer. Richard rolled his eyes. Zero value to me. Maybe he's sweet. Lonnie tried. Pure guesswork. He scoffed. He's cute though. Rich blinked, totally stunned. Was that seriously her entire argument? She paused. Remember that book I just got? It quotes this super wise dude everyone knows. To go fast, go solo. To go far, bring a squad. Solid pitch. Rich sighed. Fine, I'm in. The mage strolled up. Beat it. Losers. Kids with me now. Hands off. Playing hero. Gramps. Move or get wrecked. Tempting offer. Rich smirked. But nah. My student claims him. The goon swung at him. Big mistake. Manners. Time. Rich caught the fist effortlessly. Hit a barrier. Oh, snap. Game over. Relax. Won't kill ya. Rich flicked a finger. Zap. The bully went flying backward. Hard. The rest bolted fast. Lonnie zoomed straight to the kid. Rich felt like a dad ditched for a crush. Name? Why the beat? She asked. I'm weak. And slow down, please. I'm nosy. She grinned. Just answer, sequentially. Hand out. Come home with us. School isn't home. Lonnie, Rich grumped. 2, a better life. And they clicked instantly. They grinded magic and potions class together. Bickered a ton, but were total best. Like an old married couple, Rich teased. Take that back. They both yelled, only into mixing. Goop Terrell. She asked. I realized I was lame the day we met. When Teach saved me, it hit me. Fairness, kindness. Useless if you're weak. I can't fight. Science is my only cheat code. They hyped each other's dreams hard. Once he bragged about seeing the future. I predict a wedding. Rich smirked. Forever type. Quit trolling us. Teach. They were totally shook by this plot twist. Lonnie blamed his hot looks. Terrell was like, I'll take the win. Rich asked if they'd be hitched in 3 months. Terrell grinned. Teach called it. Stoked for the schools. Okay, Rich said if they're happy, he's Gucci. Rich stared hard at the squad. Hoped his gut feeling was wrong this time. But the vibe died fast. Terrell did a major bad at school. Disaster hit right after the I-dos. Lonnie was like, what did you do? He told her to cheer up. Now she had a OP hubby. She screamed, don't. Asked if he saw the monster he became. She said it's not too late to beg Mr. Rich for help. She'd go with him, but dude sprouted horns and wings. He said, way too late. Lonnie finished. Turl got power hungry, became a beast, wrecking his own crew. Avi, he bolted before she could nab him. So she hired Lord Leon. Demon Lord was like, knew it. Clear why the loot was huge compared to normal hunts. Target, a big brain half-demon getting buffed fast. Lonnie added Turl. Leveling up RN? Gotta stop him, or it's game over. Leon told her to chill out. Dude, lit the magic circle. Found him, Leon said. Demon Lord said. Let's bounce, said the guy reeked. Leon was down to go ASAP. Terrell gasped. No way. How? This mana maze was supposed to hide me till I maxed out. That huge maze is impossible to beat. Terrell eyed the kids, clueless. How they cracked the code so fast. Leon blocked the girl. You can't go past here. Terrell then his spy mirror smashed. Terrell was totally lost on what to do. A demon pop-up told him to bail. Stat, said the abyss is coming, and he's cooked. Terrell blinked. Lord Baal, telling him to flee. But he never chickens out versus enemies. Dude decided to prove he's got this. He loved Lonnie, but he'd end her if he had to, no doubt. Baal was like, bro, you got it wrong. Said the girl didn't matter at all. But her backup, pure doom. Scared, Terrell said. His shield broke. Leon smirked. Knew he'd catch this dude lurking here? Classic Terrell, church selling his soul for clout. Terrell got major bad vibes. Time to ghost this place. Master said big trouble was incoming. Totes about him. Now Terrell got why he was panicking. This guy's aura, total doom cloud. Zero chill. Just pure darkness. Terrell wasn't risking it. Nope. Half Demon Boy fired up a spooky spell. Lonnie yelled, move, Lay, I got this. Just mid-tier fog. A noob mage, like Leon couldn't tank that. Terrell told the witchy girl to zip it. Stay at. Spell hit her. Marvis was like, eyes up. Kiddo. Terrell thought his dark mist totally swallowed the guy. Not just blinding you, bro, Terrell sneered. Kid's ego was his funeral. Leon sighed. Last chance? You, the demon fanboy Terrell Church, or what? Terrell knew bailing was off the table. Only one play left in the book. Yeah, it's me who're you supposed to be? He asked. I'm Leon, getting paid big bucks to end you. Terrell figured he was facing a total amateur. Where'd a kid get that kind of juice? We've got the same chaotic energy. Right? Used cheats to power up, right? Don't even lie. They faced off. Tension was literally thick. Lonnie shrieked. Don't. We can still fix this mess. Too early, Lenny, but I'm getting mine regardless. What's so great, you'd go demon mode for it. You're becoming the creep you used to hate. And look at you, Lonnie. Who are you now? Hired a rondo to frag your true love. Cold. You're thirsty for power, too. Don't be a hypocrite. Lonnie sighed. I'm... ... So, over this hypocrisy, world ditched me for being weak. That fair? What did a kid do to deserve this war junk? Even if carried by a pro, weaklings just get played. He then said to survive this mess, there's one trick. Get max power. Whatever it takes, period. Boom. Demonic spears launched at the dude. Leonis rolled his eyes at the speech. Yeah, I signed a demon pact for backup, not ego. Skeleton crew popped up. Literally. Small price to pay. Honestly, Leon grinned. Black Lion figured this dungeon dropped at the perfect sec. The kid summoned a literal army of zombies. Insane. Plus, these ghouls were top. No denying that vibe. Terrell was like, so what? We're both power hungry, right? Leon's like, dude, huge diff. You just trash and corrupt everything you touch. Only greedy snatchers pull stunts like that. Terrell smirked. Want to see you handle the world's hate? Bet you won't stay all high and mighty then. Guy was just hiding behind fancy, fake excuses. Leon blinked. Wait, you actually think I'm a big shot? I was so weak, I had to end my own dad. Zero, chill. Had no choice, so I don't stress about it. But can you say the same, Teeman? Then, bam, he whips out the neck. You snaked Lonnie and the crew. Seriously, no guilt. Zombies got the signal and rushed. Terrell, it's go time. Terrell called lame puppets and tried to fight back. He couldn't figure out who was buffing this kid's stats. Is he backed by an archdemon or something? Wild. But what's the price? What did you trade for that juice? You don't get that kind of power for free. Dude, spill it. What makes you so special? Leon shrugged. Honestly, nothing special here. I just traded my whole existence. Only thing I had? Terrell thought the kid was just talking smack. Chugged a defense potion, planning to choke the truth out. Suddenly, Helena slid into the scene. Closed in on Terrell, weapon ready to wreck him. Terrell gasped. His barrier got smashed. How? Leon saw his shot and punched him straight in the chest. Terrell went flying back from the hit, totally winded and coughing up blood. This was nuts. No way he was losing this easily. He screamed, I'll trade 100 souls right now. Black Lion roared, don't you dare bark at me. Fool. Terrell froze. This wasn't just a demon, it was a boss. Know me? Puppy Marvis asked. Of course, Lord Mar. But why would a demon lord hang with a noob like him? You're weak because your imagination sucks, Marvis said. Think his sacrifice was the only reason he's like I'd give him mad skills just for that. He powered my gift with his own insane mana. Bro, Terrell felt so cheated. Totally unfair. He'd trade lives, but this kid just got lucky. Bogus. Terrell thought that kid didn't deserve such OP cheats. Terrell claimed fate was basically just a massive troll. Lonnie gasped. Wait, did he actually wreck his own dad? The girl had totally heard this drama somewhere before. That young boss who used demon hacks to win a turf war? So, he's the dark heir. Dude sold his soul just to flex. What the heck had Leon von Marvez actually pulled off? Demon Lord said, forget the past. Leon's still cooking. Suddenly, a super ear-piercing scream ripped through the air. Helen covered her ears. Freaking out, Crow yelled, heads up. Giant roof hole. Terrell yelled, he was born lucky. I got zilch. His so-called blessings just got left on read. A massive beast crashed the party through the ceiling hole. Terrell smirked, ready to show off his homemade power trip. Leon spotted the chimera instantly. Lonnie was shook. Where'd Terrell snag that? And why bring a pet monster? Lonnie shrieked. Keep him away! Terrell laughed. Too late. The chimera snacks were screaming. This is so not okay. Why? Terrell said. Say thanks. I gave you a huge buff. Terrell hopped on the beast's back and started driving. Lonnie gagged. Why did... That thing is totally nasty. She said, that's banned dark magic. People died for that. Black Lion spat. Fed my soul to this trash for power. Literally, the creepiest, most evil magic ever invented. Helen went, ooh, spicy. Crow warned. Not funny, guys. The young boss might get wrecked. We need backup. Stat. Terrell claimed WI, ignoring the Lord's advice to book it. Terrell was dead set on proving Bal had it twisted. He'd snatch the soul, even demon sphere, and add his own flavor. But then, Terrell realized he was glitching, couldn't move. Leon told his squad, back off and give me space. Terrell yelled, yeah, I crave power. So what? Not a crime. He popped his ult and rushed the guy with zero chill. Leon tanked the hit like nothing and said, memorize this? Meanwhile, our main guy gripped the Necronomicon tight. Demon Lord thought, is Leon going full tryhard mode? If so, everybody better scatter. Like right now? Helen grabbed the elf. No time to think, just move. They had to follow the boss's orders, or else, Leon announced, nobody gets direct stuff for no reason. Even I, undead guardian of Marvez, wouldn't dare try that. Lonnie thought, wait, I totally read about this spell. No way. It was the legendary Silk of Eclipse. Founder's favop spell. Nobody's been able to cast it since Chimera and Terrell got caught dead center in the magic circle. The MCS squad was totally blown away by how that spell wrecked the enemy. When the dust settled, Lonnie checked on him. Leon was like, I'm good. Really? Marvez scolded him, burning all that mana at once. Not your brightest move. Leon clapped back. Unlike zombies, I can recharge my batteries. Bruh. Then he turned to Miss Laney. You holding up okay? The elf girl spaced out, remembering Trell's sweet words to her. Leon admitted he was totally clueless about this whole love drama. Honestly, he barely understood basic feelings like happy or sad. But he told Lonnie he definitely got why she was hurting. Right now, it was written all over her face. Lonnie couldn't grasp why Trell went full psycho like that. She didn't ask for a wizard genius, just a guy who didn't stand out. She loved his basic self. The demon smirked. Not a bad pep talk. Leon shrugged, just stating facts. That's all. Crow piped up, making a girl cry. Real gentleman move, boss. Helen giggled. I dig bad boys. The demon asked if Leon was done. Leon asked, does smashing the chimera count toward my bonus? Lonnie cracked a smile. Said with that much damage, he'd get a raise. But let's go home first. Back at the crib, someone announced, Yo Lord, Leon von Marvez is in the building. Walter said hi, while Poulin panicked, checking him for injuries. Leon insisted he was fine. Walter sighed. We already heard the tea. Word was, even a gold token pro would have struggled with that mess. Yet, this crazy kid crushed it at 14. Poulin muttered, way too risky. He nearly zeroed his mana bar. Now they feared for his sanity. Leo nodded at the concern, called the mission easy. But something else is bugging me. He said one thing was annoying him, just like when he met the girls. The dude explained this specific detail was driving him nuts. Poulin said, move on, and handed him a fancy wax-sealed letter. Open it, Poulin grinned. Good news inside. He got into the prestigious Alphonte Academy. Big leagues time. Poulin got emotional, saying the young lord was finally worthy. The guy looked ready to burst into tears of joy. Alphonte was the #1 school in the whole Archime Empire, where every future hero goes to level up their sword or magic. Leon recalled his dad saying, Alphonte would unlock his potential. His dad said, your talent is endless, like the sky, you'll go far. At school, the kid would finally meet his own crowd, rivals who might even be stronger than him. Dad warned him to stay tough, since he wouldn't always be around. Leon replayed those words. Boundless as the sky itself. Poulin was like, yo boss, ditch the boring estate work. Go, live it up at school. I'll handle the heavy lifting here. Zero stress for you. Promised. The demon lord scoffed. Alphonte, please, that place is just a playpen for clueless rich kids. Why waste your time with those losers? Leon shrugged. Whatever. I do what I want. You realize that place has like actual books? right? Considering you know absolutely zilch about literally anything, you're gonna crash and burn. Leon sighed. But there's a guy I gotta meet. Plus, pretty sure my dad would have wanted this. Can't let him down? Poulin nodded. Solid point. With the best teachers around, it'll be a total breeze. To fix the Marve's family rep, easy peasy. The maid asked, "You nervous?" It is the famous Alphonte. After all, he smirked. Nah. Piece of cake. Stuck in the final boss's body, just gotta survive somehow. Even with this weak bod, I can coast on the Reinhardt fame. Just gotta fake it till I make it. So, I'm the villain from the prophecy now. Me versus Tan. I'll play Nux von Reinhardt until the bitter end.